Brian, have you uploaded the recording?
Recording is started.
All right.
Crime. Sorry.
I wanted to say I'm a warrior, but I realized this is for a different game.
This is the wrong game. Stop it.
Wouldn't it be? It's time to duel or something like that from you?
It's time to game.
Sure.
He's not.
Okay. So we left off with, let's set the stage. If you recall, a giant meteor large enough to destroy the Earth almost impacted into the city, yet it didn't. After containing the damage, all of you went to investigate alongside Stardust and her sidekick Firework. You found the crashed asteroid, which turned out to be a spaceship of some type. You have currently been investigating it, but have been interrupted as a group of metahumans of some type has shown up, calling themselves the Outbackers. And that is where we left you.
Okay, Wax, because I think I have to, what's the gender ratio of the Outbackers from what they look like?
Let's see. I mean, Rip Snorter's definitely a dude. Vegemite's definitely a dude. You're reasonably sure Dingo Ate My Baby's a female. You don't know what Shrimp on the Barbie is.
Also, I can see Vegemite's name written on the screen. How dare you pass off a chance to spell it Vegemite?
You know, the really funny thing is, I've had Vegemite. It's not as bad as people make it out to be when you prepare it correctly.
No, it's just like a thing that people... It's an acquired taste.
I think Iris definitely has to say, ladies and gentlemen, friends from across the great ocean, to what do we owe the honors? I'm Iris, this is Spectrum. We also have the wonderful...
I'm invisible, by the way.
You are still getting pointed at.
Kool-Aid Man!
That's scary.
Iris is going to go through introductions in a completely flamboyant manner if no one stops her.
Being flamboyant.
Yeah, I'll stop her if necessary.
Oh.
Rip Snorter lets out a little, like, piggy snort of, like, dismissal. He's like, you really like talking there, don't you, Sheila?
I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with that, but I mean, of course, I am a showwoman.
Cold Australian, mate.
What? See, this slug here gets it.
G'day.
Good eye, mate. So, trying to lay claim to this? Because I gotta tell you, you'd be breaking some rules if you did.
It's a large meteor that impacted near where we live.
Right. But you don't have clearance for it, mate.
Do you?
Why don't you ask Princess Sparklebottom over there?
Game Night is going to look around trying to find Princess Sparklebottom. Game Night fails to find Princess Sparklebottom.
He's pointing up, by the way. You know who he's pointing to.
Game Night might not.
Game Night probably.
That's fair that
Game Night thinks that's the card.
That's not Sparklebottom.
Game Night
the
definitely
Dark
needs to
Magician
summon
girl.
Princess Sparklebottom now.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a picture for the other thing I want to summon so I can communicate with these people.
I was just going to look over Grayson. Can you please translate what he's saying?
Wow!
Wow.
Because, frankly, the idea that... the idea that someone would have to have clearance to save people is ridiculous.
I also have an important question. Are they speaking English or animal noises?
English.
Yeah, we can all
Okay.
understand.
I
Everyone
know.
can
I
understand
just had
that.
to check because I can in fact talk to animals.
That's right.
What
But
did we lose? We just lost somebody.
Yeah, we just need you to translate Australia into English.
I think we just saw Sean.
We're screwed.
Quick! I'm summoning him. I'm summoning help.
Please don't.
Listen, they were just asking if we had clearance to collect this stuff.
Well, no, it's. Oh God, Izzy, what are you doing?
God.
I'm summoning someone who can up the cultural barrier.
Oh no.
One.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I can project my voice through Fractal. We did get permission through. God, what's
Stardust.
we get?
Oh, yeah, that's
Stardust begrudgingly let us come here and investigate. So yes.
Hold on. I need to upload Izzy's thing before I continue.
Yeah, so Fractal.
Izzy, is it named?
Phoenix, right?
How do you want Izzy? Do you want me to name it the character's actual name or the character's title?
The title.
Of
Get
course.
before Phoenix, right?
Oh boy.
Hold on.
I'm looking up Australian slang.
I'm not going to keep up with you with that, Wash.
That's okay. I have one job, you have many. It's fine.
Just so we're clear.
I'm getting a call from my mom. I'll be right back.
You guys seem like you could use a Billy after that ride in the booze bus that brought you here.
Oh my god.
Wow, this rust bucket. She holds together. Now, anyways, why don't you ask your fearless lead up there about what's going on? Because right now, we have claims as the main metahuman team to be on site right now.
Supported by who?
Yeah. Rex, I'm rolling expertise
As
on
far
this.
as, I don't know if anything's different for you, but animal types, everybody seems to want to own one of us around here. So who's your tag for?
No, we work for Australia, mate. You know it yourself. You seem pretty similar to us there.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're not in Australia right now.
Yeah,
Well,
we're a
that's
bit far
obvious.
from the bush, mate.
So exactly what gives you clearance here?
Stardust floats down at this point. She's like, unfortunately, he is correct.
Why?
The Australian government has put in a bid for the Outbackers to be the premier team on site.
For
Why are they even here?
She's kind of gritting her teeth right now. She's like, I'm not at liberty to say.
Well, good to know the Hero Association is as sterling in its bureaucracy as ever.
So what? You have rights to what? The Rock?
Yeah. We got rights to whatever threats that are related to this rock. After all, we have the rights to be the premier team on site. Though, there's the clause there, and Stardust is like, yes. So, me and Firework are not allowed to currently interfere. We're actually going to head back to the city and see if we can help with damage control in a minute. But as your team is not... Your team is below the threat level to qualify for this exclusivity. So technically, by bylaw 34 of the Superhuman Decision Act, and she rambles off some stuff, as long as you defer to the Outbackers primarily as the head team on this operation, you may continue to still work with them in a vigilante and heroic capacity.
Yeesh.
Rip Snorter is just smiling. Oh, they haven't introduced themselves yet at all, have they?
Nope.
No.
I'm just calling them that.
Also, Wex, I think this is about the time I should roll my advantage.
Absolutely. Make a roll.
Let me double check.
Isn't this a nice piss up with the rallies then?
Well, it's
Few
no
more
surprise,
sessions,
really.
fun.
Can't expect such lofty and nebulous things like morality to hold up in favor of good old-fashioned red tape.
Ah, don't be like that. It's just business.
Yeah.
There you go,
Isn't
Max.
it?
Wow, that's a really low roll for you.
I rolled a 2.
You kind of heard of these guys.
Actually, do I still have the massive amount of hero points I made last session?
Yes,
I'm going to spend one of them on that because why not?
sure. Okay.
So 29 is the actual answer. Or wait, actually,
no, it's
38 because of how that
38.
works.
Sure, I will just tell you everything about these characters. Literally everything. So yeah, this is not Australia's prime superhero team, though they are a well-known team from Australia. They're actually closer to a mercenary group, but a very well-backed and well-funded one that operates out of Australia.
Game Night looks around. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What happened?
I'm telling.
No, I'm asking that in character.
I'm telling Nick some things. Right?
Give me a second, I'm thinking about something.
And then I'll do your thing, Izzy. So they again are a mercenary group. They're not they're registered as heroes, but they're definitely well known for basically taking jobs that are also very morally dubious. They're very much a highest bidder Blackwater type group. There are more members. They are a wider operation than this, though they don't usually send out more than like 4 or 5 as part of a strike team. This specific team is usually their most common roster. Their company their mercenary company is very well funded. It tends to deal, and this one's a little weird. They tend to deal in exotic animals and biogenetics.
Uh-huh.
So, in terms of like their members here, like Rip Snorter is the pig dude. He's definitely their leader. He's got like basically levels of like he's kind of just your powerhouse bruiser dude. He's strong. He's tough. He has boar tusks. He tends to be able to like leap up fairly high. He can kind of like heal himself and get into rages. Nothing super special. Shrimp on the Barbie, that's a shrimp person. They're like a walking crustacean. You definitely know that they can set themselves on fire and shoot fire. And heat up the area around them.
Like a shrimp.
Don't tell Gray Zone.
He's very hot. There are licks of flame coming out of like the crevices of his like shell.
Well, there goes that.
Mm-hmm.
Not big flames, but tiny little ones. You don't know a lot about him. He definitely is the most like quiet and submissive. Like he's almost more in a lot of the ways at least outwardly animal than the rest of them. Like he tends to listen to who's in charge, and for the most part doesn't seem to really like speak or act on anything other than what he's commanded to do in instinct. Dingo Ate My Baby is very much an ex-criminal. She's had several assaults and even a murder charge against her, though the Australian government dismissed those charges for certain services that are classified and you don't know them publicly. She's definitely very kind of unhinged. Again, she is what you'd expect from like kind of a wolf hybrid person, a dog hybrid person. But also she has like some measure of enhanced speed. I wouldn't say like anything close to what Justin can do, for example, but still faster than most people. And again, she's also known as an excellent tracker. And finally, Vegemite probably has the cleanest record of all these people. For him, he's one of the few with like a public, like a public origin record where he like was a fitness instructor who ended up getting exposed to radioactive plants and is now a plant person that can control plants.
He's the radioactive vegan.
Wow.
Okay. I need
Again, he's definitely the most probably publicly liked of them, and promotes a line of vegan food products.
Of course he is.
He does have some enhanced strength, but again, he's mostly a plant control dude and a plant person.
This makes me sad. I was really hoping he was All Might, but with vegetables.
That would be.
Izzy, where do you find these pictures? Where do you find them?
the internet.
Am I putting this one into?
Yes, you are.
Oh my god.
You did this to yourself, Wax.
Yes, you did.
Hate to see it.
We all warned you.
I didn't.
Your future is your own.
Did you guys actually?
Yes.
A little.
Nick, is there anything you want to know about them that I have not said?
Honestly, I think you have given me all that I need to form Iris's opinion about them.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that?
Because Iris would probably just take a look right through this, like, so what? Are you here to help people or collect interesting alien biological samples?
Now, why you gotta put it as like that, mate? Can it be both?
Your reputation precedes you.
Oh, seems we got a fan here.
Sure.
Sorry, girlie, don't do autographs. Now, you can help us out with this. We wouldn't mind some extra help. We got a big situation here. I bet you don't know the full situation. That's all right. You can just take our lead, or you can get out of our way. We do got some problems to stop.
We must first understand what Princess Sparklebottom wishes for us to do.
Which one do you want me to reveal first?
Princess Sparklebottom, because I just named her.
Is it the... Okay, that is not the Dark Magician girl. That is very different from what I was expecting.
Yeah, that is not what I was expecting.
Guys, I'm not going to go there yet. It's only session 4. It's only session 4.
He says that like we should expect him to have restraint.
Where's
after
the
all
image
these
for
years.
Princess Sparklebottom?
This is my believing you
I
face,
see.
Izzy.
Yeah.
Are you going full time?
She's between Cheer Up on the Barbie and Rip Snorter right now.
Oh boy.
Have I heard of these guys?
Who asked that?
Wash.
Wash.
Probably not. You kind of were a kangaroo
Oh, what I
before, like, all this happened.
True. I'm still a kangaroo, Wax.
You were a not sensitive.
Don't be forgetting it.
Yeah, no, Dan, they definitely do.
Okay, those are tapped now.
Yeah, no, they are. These aren't like super tech savvy characters.
Excellent.
You don't say.
Oh no. Well, I absolutely know nothing about what my teammates might do to them, so I'm going to utterly ignore what happens.
Izzy,
I'm not
Izzy?
doing anything to them.
I might.
Izzy, what is Princess Sparklebottom doing?
Nothing. She's just sitting there and say, yes, let's all get along now and work on resolving this
I'll
issue.
get along now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that.
I hate you so much.
I hate
Rip
both
Snorter
of you.
just looks at her and he's like, "The fuck is this, mate?"
Oh god, fucking damn it.
She
Welcome to game night.
I hate you so goddamn much, Izzy.
She farts and a rainbow appears.
Rip Snorter laughed. Oh, it's a riot! Which one of you did that?
Fingers pointed to game night.
Fractal
Game
is
night.
also going to point at Game Night.
Game Night is going to point at Princess Sparklebottom.
You know what? In fact, Hex Invisible is also going to point at Game Night.
You.
Geist is just gonna leave the room and head towards one of the computers.
Okay, I'll get back to you in a minute. Oh, you metalhead. What's your name there? I like you.
I am Game Knight. This is the Kool-Aid Man. And you've already met Princess Sparklebottom.
Why is the Kool-Aid Man back? There aren't even any walls for him to break through right now.
I don't know. Are they still on their ship?
No, they've departed.
Okay, yeah, no, then he's just standing there. Don't forget, he's got fish inside of him right now.
Oh, you're quite the character, aren't you? That's all right. We could use that help. So what do you say? You willing to help save some folks?
Princess Sparklebottom is going to affirm that statement. Of course we're going to help folks. You can say that in her voice, Wax.
Of course we're going to help folks.
I hate
Why
you.
would we?
I will pay you money to never use that voice again.
I'll link you to my Venmo.
This is the real reason PayPal was invented.
Yeah, let me get my Venmo.
To deny Izzy everything.
If you guys like my Venmo information.
You deserve to have your next NPC voice taken away from you.
Damn it.
Izzy, let me know if you want the other NPC at any point.
Well, we'll pull him out in a few minutes.
Okay, it's like, right. So, we got a big problem here. You all kids here figure out what's going on, or do we gotta tell it to you?
We figured out a lot, but I'm very interested in the things that you care about.
Rocks falling, hit stuff. Stop. It's not that
What we
complicated.
care about averting a disaster here. You got some big problems coming into your city. Dan,
Yes.
hi.
Hello.
Your program finished that you were using with the satellite tracking.
Oh, yes?
Yep.
How bad is
Yeah.
it?
There are 3 very, very large things.
How large are we talking?
Like Godzilla sized.
God
Oh.
damn it.
Oh boy.
Maybe a little
Wait,
smaller.
wait,
Maybe a
which-
little smaller. But yeah, about that scale. 3 large Godzilla
Which
things
movie?
that seem to have you can tell from like the satellite tracking, they originated from this craft. It seems they headed out into the wilderness a little bit, and they now seem to be converging on the city.
Oh, motherfucker.
They aren't there yet, but they're heading there.
All right. At this point, Hex is going to decloak and start explaining the situation. All right. So effectively, this meteor ship thing crashed, and yeah, there are 3 kaiju that I'm tracking that are on their way to the city. Are they?
Oh, wait. Has the ship actually crashed? I thought it was still in the air.
No, crash.
That's the meteor.
Yeah, the meteor
Oh.
crashed.
The meteor is the ship.
So I'm confused.
okay.
Did kaiju things come out of the ship, or was the ship kaiju?
They came out of the ship.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Remember, there's 3 giant holes.
Okay.
Yes, basically 3 different Godzillas came out of the ship, and now they're on their way to the city.
Got it. Okay.
So what are we still doing here?
Wex, insight check on what he said.
Who?
Like, who wants to go save some people? Because I am deeply skeptical of his motivations.
As soon as you mentioned 3 Godzilla-sized things, this happens.
No.
Izzy, what have you linked this to?
No.
Why are my rolls
Oh,
terrible?
okay.
You're a
Why?
I
Wex,
can
28.
tell what it is
We're
from the
still
link.
cleaning all night. Do the dishes, please.
I suppose.
Izzy, are these being handed out?
Uniforms this week.
Izzy, are these being handed out?
No, they are not. Who did we lose?
God damn it, Izzy. Well, I just caught that on the recording.
That was
The reason you've been having trouble with it is the bees seem to be emitting the same type of radiation the ship emits.
Oh, no, Wex, insight check was on the motivations of the Outbackers.
Oh no, I was just finishing to tell that to Dan. So, yeah. By the way, they should probably introduce themselves real quick. Then I'll tell you that. Oh, right. Where are my manners? I'm Rip Snorter. This here's Dingo Ate My Baby. Shrimp on the Bobby, and he just clacks his claws for a minute. little sparks coming out of them. And Vegemite. Hey, everyone. Nice to meet you there.
Amazing.
I like Vegemite. I like.
Hi there.
He's so bland, unlike Vegemite.
It's actually just like vaguely salty. And...
Bland, I have to say, I am in excellent shape and excellent taste. I've had people tell me this before. It's due to my plant-based body. Would you like some? Try some.
Oh God.
This is
So have I found a computer at some point?
I'm coming back to you, Ziggy,
Okay.
as soon as these guys have figured out what they want to do, and then yes,
Okay.
we'll be at a computer.
Okay.
Wax,
I will also tell you some things in a minute because you essentially can go anywhere in the ship you want.
Sure.
Wax, what's the result of 28 insight on their motivations?
So, he doesn't really care about saving people. He seems sincere that that is probably what will happen if they do their job right.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely has a different motivation for being
That figures.
Funny Baxi Gaming.
I was just going to look over and say, hey, Hex, which of them is furthest out from the city?
Wax, which of them is furthest out from the city?
I mean, they're all roughly the same-ish.
Which one's the closest to where we currently are?
Almost definitely. I mean, you can't really make them out. That's the thing. The radiation is kind of preventing details about.
Well, I'm not asking. I'm asking Hex.
Yeah, it's just where are? Yeah, it's just really like
There's one that seems to be inland to the north. One that's a little further. One that's to the south. That is also inland, though. This one's the readings on that one are kind of weird. It's a little smaller than the other two, and it seems to be elevated in some way. The third one has made its way to the ocean and seems to be looping around to the city.
So how good are all of you at swimming?
Bobby's a decent swimmer there, aren't you, Bobby? Clack.
I have got many friends who are excellent swimmers.
Not you, Game Night. I'm asking our wonderful friends, the Outbackers. I'm rolling deception here. Ours is absolutely trying to convince them to go after the one that's in the ocean and providing information about that one that Hex can feed because she does not trust them to go after any of the others.
I'm just concerned that Game Night rolled a 20 on something.
You know what? I'm continuing to spend hero points because I do not trust them in the slightest, so 23.
Game Night just rolled a 20 to understand that the illustrious Iris is lying right now.
23 was what I got.
Well, I don't know. Are nat 20s a thing in this system?
Sort of. Wait I'm going to say it is. And I'm the GM, so it goes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, because I wanted to make sure. Justin, you doing all right there? You keep coming in and out.
Yeah, that's my mom. She keeps calling me.
You got to get a computer, sir.
Yeah.
I do have a computer. I'm using it.
Oh,
And she's what?
wait, how does that interrupt your call then?
My mom calls me away to do stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
Game Night is going to lean over and wink at the illustrious Iris for this deception.
Ripstarter kind of gives Iris gives you a bit of a squint, and he's like, "All right, well look, we need to have someone at each site, and we got to make sure we stop these monsters before they reach the city and cause some real damage there. Let's split our forces here. I'll take Team A. Dingo, you take Team B. Vegemite, take Team C."
Mm-hmm. And you're going to actually try and help people as opposed to just, I don't know, take hold of interesting things to grab and don't care and not worry about other problems.
I don't think it's your problem to worry about that, Sheila. You're the support team here.
Oh,
So you
that's
need to
charming.
come on with us. Listen to what we say. We can get out of here. Right now, we got a job to do, and you're picking a fight where there ain't one, Sheila. And trust me, that's a fight you lose.
We can't help, but we have to help. Which one?
What? Say again, what?
Well, wait, we can't help, but now we have to help. Which one is it? Is it cease and desist or get the fuck out there? Because we should pick one and do it.
Okay, so they're gonna get moving whether you are helping them or not. Choose who you want to go with.
Do they seem confident that they can only send that they're sending like they're splitting their forces like this?
Rip Snorter does not seem to doubt a single thing that he does. Shrimp doesn't seem to care. Dingo's kind of crazy, and Vegemite is kind of just like looking at birds.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Princess Sparkle Bottom will fart again.
So we know. All right. So we know Vegemite.
I'll go with Shrimp.
So we know Vegemite has like plant powers. Do his plant powers work on Vegemite? Do your powers work on like sea plant life?
Oh yeah, man. They work on everything. I can make stuff grow into healthy food.
All right. Might I recommend you and Shrimp both go to the water zone then?
Yeah?
Seems legit to me.
Why the water zone, man? I was gonna head inland. Well, there's so many plants around here to grow.
I suppose what I'm thinking is we have a lot of people who aren't going to be effective on the water. If you are, it might be better to send you that way.
The way they're thinking of splitting it, I think this is their current suggestion for split. Dingo's going air, Vegemite's going land, then Rip Snorter and Shrimp are going water.
How does Rip Snorter's powers work again?
He's just a strong dude. Actually, he's gonna go. Where would he be best? Yeah, he'll. I know. I need to think. I didn't think they serve very well.
Did they think it through very well, though? That's the question.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, we'll do it like this: water, earth, air.
All right. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Vegemite because he seems more sane.
There's a problem with the
I'm
place
keeping an eye on Shrimp.
Geist is doing an interesting thing that I definitely am going to come back to in a minute. I need to know if anyone's going to do stuff with him.
I mean, I guess the other option is I could potentially avoid direct combat and try to act as command center, but I also haven't had a fight in this system yet, and I kind of want to have one.
What's happening at each location?
I mean, you could fight
kaiju.
through, you could fight through Hex
yeah.
Machina and not be there yourself.
That's true. I could fight through Fractal. That might actually be a better idea. So here, we'll do that.
Rip Snorter, by the way, as you're sorting yourselves out, looks at you, Grazer, and is like, "Hi, you kangaroo. I like you. Why don't you come with me? We should have a talk."
I was going to hit the water with the. You have particular vested interest in mind?
Not particularly. Like I said, just wanted to talk to you. Another fella from down under. Feel like we might have some things to talk about.
Actually, yeah. Now that
being with another mate from Australia.
Sorry, say again, Wash.
If you insist, I wouldn't mind having some time with a mate.
Ripper. Come along then.
No, Australia is apparently slang for Australia in Australia.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So who? Let's see. Geist and Hex Machina have their place. I'm I'm just gonna say
Iris is going to go watch over the two she's most concerned about.
Game night,
Yeah.
and Solar. Need you guys to pick where you're going.
I'll go. This is
Do we
more-
have any type of communications, whatever,
Yeah, we have
I
comms.
have
don't we?
between teams?
Yeah,
We have comms.
Okay.
Shrimp and Iris is going water, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you put yourself.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
I'm also going to let as people are leaving, I will let the party know privately via comms that I'll be monitoring their private transitions as well, just in case.
Oh, Iris is absolutely telling the party over comms that she does not trust these people to not ignore helping civilians in favor of doing their mercenary work and capturing whatever things are out there.
Also, Nick, I'm going to pull Iris aside very quickly, partially because I don't think I've fully figured out how to hit send on the comms with boxing gloves yet, and tell you, Iris, if that shrimp does anything shifty, you tell me right away, and I'll come and take care. I'll switch accents in the middle for some reason.
Grayzone, Shrimp does anything shifty, I'll send him straight to you.
So,
Appreciate.
But before anything else, Wex, my message.
All right,
hold
and
on.
then I'll hop back over where we let.
1 minute.
There's going to be another Australian with you, Nick. Wash, when you get over there.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure your cards were
this time.
It's
What?
Oh God.
How y'all doing? It's me, the crocodile hunter. Oh, look at this. There's a butte right there.
God fucking damn it. I thought you were gonna take the high road with like fucking Saxton Hale or something, but no.
Why
Can
would
we
you,
Ziggy,
can-
we've known
can
him
all of the out-
why would you ever think
Can all the
Izzy would take the
Outbackers
high road on
and
anything?
Grayzone-
I
true.
actually wrote
Take-
down Saxton Hale last week and I completely forgot about him.
Well,
Can-
now my
can,
now my
can
hatred
the
for you
Outbackers-
grows.
Am I not going through?
Sorry, keep going.
Can the Outbackers and like Grayzone just in unison slowly turn towards game night and how
Yes.
dare you invoke his name?
Yeah, pretty much. Even Vegemite looks angry. The only one who doesn't do it is Shrimp on the Barbie, who just doesn't seem to care.
I think I'd go with Vegemite because I can't really do much in water or in the air.
You can run on water, you know that, right?
Oh, right. I don't know if it's underwater. I'm not going to be able to do much.
No, you definitely can't go underwater.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair. You also can basically close the gap and be at the other groups within a round or two. If you ever,
Oh, yeah.
because of your speed, if you decide to swap groups, you basically will spend one turn out of combat and then be at whichever of the other two groups you want to be.
Sick.
Because you are that fast.
So if you need me, just holler on the comms. I'll say that over comms.
Do I know in character that Solar is that fast?
I mean, he's not light speed or anything. He's not close to someone like the Flash, for example, but he easily breaks the sound.
Okay.
So like Golden Age Flash, not Barry Allen Flash.
I wouldn't even say he's Golden Age Flash for fast. No offense.
Mm.
But no, he's very fast. He's probably Quicksilver fast.
Quicksilver Fast is still faster than Golden Age Flash, but either way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe earlier Quicksilver.
Okay, fair
I think
enough.
what your top speed, Justin's like 2,000 miles per hour.
That sounds right. Yeah.
I think that sounds right. Yeah, that's remember top speed.
Yeah.
So he's like, I mean, he's the speedster. He's the fastest.
Yeah. I got it. Hmm.
Okay, so that'll be how the group splits. Dan, I'd like to tell you some stuff that you're getting from like feeds, just because you're a convenient way to give you guys this information.
Okay.
So yeah, you ran a few diagnostics in the background, and it turns out that Rip Snorter is correct. The group that Rip Snorter works for, actually, I did write a name down for this. Mutanix.
Mutanix.
Mutanix. It's not suspicious at all.
Okay.
Mutanix.
Mhm.
Let me write it down.
Okay. Mutant X. Okay.
Anyone else thinking of like the drink commercials? Using that?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I am thinking of the cold medication,
Yeah.
but that's to be expected.
Why is the Kool-Aid Man over here?
Are you and Geister staying back at the ship, right?
Yes.
Currently, yes.
Kool-Aid Man staying with you guys.
Why?
Oh yeah. He's gonna point at his body and say fish. Remember, he's keeping a bunch of alien fish alive.
Supposedly.
No,
alive.
they're alive.
Apparently, the alien fish can drink Kool-Aid.
You know, it would really help if I wasn't muted when I was saying.
It definitely would have helped, yeah.
You only have yourself to blame for that, though.
I actually don't know how that happened. Anyways, so some information I want to give you guys fresh. And Nick, you would have known this too. So Mutant X is a kind of inherently shady company. They're very powerful. They're probably one of the top like biogenetic companies on the planet. But they're inherently kind of shady. A lot of the scrutiny comes over the Outbackers as well. Publicly, all of the Outbackers are said I gave you the one that seemed most legit, which was Vegemite, but the others technically all have like public identities too, like not public identities, but like very convenient comic book origins. Like Rip Snorter was born a mutant. Shrimp on the Barbie was apparently a crayfish who like fell into radioactive volcanic rift and became a crayfish person. Dingo Ate My Baby was like apparently like a woman exposed to some experimental treatment to save her life, stuff like that. There's been a lot of questioning about if those are actually real origins or fabricated stories.
I am going to feed every bit of information I know about this company to Hex Machina and Geist, especially the shady bits.
Yeah,
like-
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
They again, the company claims that they are just average and ordinary superheroes, but enough digging, especially with the role you made, Nick, most of these guys have at least some form of a shady past. Even though.
Yeah, feeding all of that information to Hex Machina and Geist.
Okay.
Cool. And actually, as we're deploying, I'm also going to send a message to Stardust, just giving her like coordinates and what group is going where.
Mm-hmm. She sends a message back thanking you. She says again, her hands are tied, but she will take preparations to brace the city, which she can operate out of if the creatures come, but she really can't like do anything to prevent them from hitting the city until like a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt that the Outbackers can't handle.
All right. I'm definitely going to not mention to her anything about tapping their phones.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see if we can use any of that information as we go along.
Yeah. So the other thing, and Dan, this is for you. Kind of looking on things like money wise, you're able to notice that part of what's tying Stardust's hands, because some of this stuff does have to be announced publicly, is Exostar seems to have made some sort of transactive deal with Mutant X shortly after the spaceship landed.
Hmm.
Okay. Would I roll to be able to dig deeper on that?
Yes, you can do that now.
All right.
That would probably be...
That'd be tech?
No, because you're basically gathering information.
Investigation,
Yeah,
probably.
probably investigation.
Okay.
I'll let you have a +2 circumstance bonus because you are doing it through a tech source.
Okay. That's not bad. 23.
Yeah, so yeah, this is there definitely is like you dig through the deal. It looks like the timing of this suggests that this landed after the pod landed. Mutant X made some sort of transactive bargain with Exostar, and the details you can't quite dig up, but it seems to be like this is reminiscent of a lot of like public deals and trades that companies do. So in terms of like deduction, clearly there is something that Exostar wants out of this.
Okay. Now, can I tell if Mutant X contacted Exostar or the other way around initially?
Mutant X definitely contacted Exostar.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so that's the most general information I want to give. So I'm going to now go, because Ziggy has been very patient and waiting.
Thank you.
We're going to go to Ziggy, and in a minute, Dan, you will join him, okay?
Sounds good.
But Ziggy basically gets kind of free reign at the moment. Because of your powers, you can kind of go wherever you want in the ship.
Okay, so while this has been happening and while they've been looking around, so remind me again, where exactly did this ship crash?
Like I'd say what I say originally, 50 miles outside the city.
So like in the ocean or so, or like in
No.
like the
On the mainland, but not that far from you.
Okay, well away from any populated areas though.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
But the things in it are heading towards the populated.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to look around for anything here that looks like a bridge or like a control room or something of like where I think maybe the best computer will be.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna just kind of narrate this for you. So you've had a lot of time, especially with them talking so much outside.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to, with your powers, get around the ship pretty easily. And you realize the whole thing is kind of set up in almost these like guarded dome layers to things. The outer ring, it seems to be divided up into rings of sorts. The outer ring of it, which is what you were navigating originally, seems to be some sort of like storage, but also containment area. You actually find another two cages like the ones that were holding these creatures, whatever they are, that are just empty. There's nothing in them. In fact, it's blank inside them. They haven't been like terraformed or anything.
Okay, interesting.
As you go inwards, you find more things like mess halls and like barracks and just areas that like, or actually no, you wouldn't find those. What you do find, because this is an unmanned ship, you do find like robot docking stations. It seems the ship is mostly automated.
Okay, interesting.
So they keep like robots there. Most of them are like key locked doors and stuff, but whatever, you just walk through everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you can easily disrupt things if you choose, but for the most part, unless you say you are, I'm going to assume you don't.
No, I'm mostly, unless there's something that really still going to be trying to looking for like the control room.
Yeah.
Or bridge or whatever.
No, that's fair. So you finally kind of get to the inner ring of it once you sort of figure out the layout of the place. And you do sort of find a bridge control room, though, like the rest of the ship, it does seem to be reasonably automated, but it also looks like it could be set up just from like a brief glance, and I assume your character has watched enough sci-fi to recognize things.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it could be manned by someone if, like, it was reconfigured to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like so you find in the middle, there's like a round, like computer type area with like a crystal core at the middle with just kind of like light floating in the middle of it that goes from floor to ceiling.
Interesting. So there's no real computer station per se, but there's like this kind of controlled gem.
The station that's holding the gem does have interface stuff around it.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like, and then there are what look like, I guess, like video monitors on some of the walls.
Mm.
But again, they seem off. The controls you might be able to pick your way through, but they're pretty foreign.
Okay. All right. Second question. A bit of a long shot, but is there anything that looks like some sort of interface that I could connect my laptop to?
I don't know. Is there?
Well, it's got pretty much any sort of interfacing device that I could. So I would think yes.
So, Ziggy, do you have any hero points?
Yeah, I have. I think one. Yeah, I have two.
One use of a hero point is edit scene.
Right. Okay. Yes. So I will say I will spend a hero point to make it so that there is some sort of interface port that I can connect my laptop to.
Okay, you will need a technology check, and I'm giving you a -2 penalty, but you can make the check.
Okay. Let's see. Technology. I thought I have technology.
That is a skill you have. In the meantime, as you do this, Dan, what are you doing?
I'm going to be moving through the ship. I'm also going to be kind of looking for like a central computer terminal, but I'll also be sort of basically connecting to the networks wherever I can to figure out, like, get a layout of the ship and kind
I'm going to need a tech check from you, Dan, because you don't have the ease that Ziggy has in maneuvering.
Wex, the Kool-Aid Man is with him.
Oh, no.
I'd rather not destroy the ship.
Yeah, same.
Also, I sent you a question on private chat.
26.
Yeah, that's a good check. You realize from it you can control some. You managed to connect in because of your powers. Do you have the interface power that comprehend machines, the talk to machines?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah. So yeah, you can pretty much you can kind of manipulate the ship fairly easily. It's foreign, but the way your powers work allows you to kind of use your nanobots to sync up with it.
Okay.
I'm guessing mine was not very successful.
Oh no. Well, we'll get to that as soon as Dan reaches you.
Okay.
Sorry, Ziggy.
Nah, it's all good.
But yeah, you manage at least. You realize that a lot of the core functions are not connected at these little stations. There must be some sort of core that controls larger functions of the ship. But you can do things like open doors, and you probably could control some of the robot drones that man the ship.
Okay. In that case, I will. Can I use my current access point to get a map of the facility?
Yeah, I'll let you do that. You basically find in macro what Ziggy discovered.
Okay. So I will kind of start making my way there. I am going to pull some of these drones along just because I want to be able to study them later.
Okay.
The Kool-Aid Man will grab a drone and put it inside of him.
Oh yeah!
Please don't. I don't know if these things are
The
waterproof.
drone
Please
fizzles
don't.
out, sparks, and just kind of goes like.
Kool-Aid Man, no more touching the drones.
Oh no!
Did the Kool-Aid Man kill any fish when he shoved an electric system into his head?
Yes, the fish are now dead.
God damn it. Okay, Kool-Aid Man,
I'll
you're going to get some new fish, and they're not going to stick anything electronic inside you again. Got it?
Oh yeah!
Okay. Moving along.
Yeah.
I need a quick bathroom and drink.
Okay.
Izzy, why must you ruin everything even when you're not here?
There's actually a very important reason why I sent all my summons on each spec, on each different journey.
Uh-huh. I'm sure there's plenty of good reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your power kind of lends itself to stuff like this, so...
Yes, it does.
Yeah, hypothetically, I could have sent Fractal with the flying team, but his flight speed is rather slow.
We can fix that.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure the trebuchet doesn't work on a nano cloud.
Good.
It puts a bubble around whatever it's launching. It probably does.
Good lord. I definitely don't want you firing my AI buddy out of a turtle catapult.
Oh, God.
You could fire me, but
Firing Grayzone would be a much more useful idea.
It's true.
I mean, the Crocodile Hunter's with you guys. I have every faith that everything will go perfectly.
Oh, boy.
This is power. There's always a bigger fish.
Oh, dear, dear.
This will be an interesting fight.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
sorry, I was gone for like a minute. What is the fight now?
So just
There's no.
Were you here for the Kool-Aid Man antics with Hex?
I left right as you guys decided that the fish died due to electric.
Okay, then yes. Yeah, that just kind of spiraled into Izzy talking about his summons.
Yeah.
Me sending one with everybody is a good idea, from my perspective.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily think you're wrong.
You just think how I'm doing it is wrong.
No, it's just that you scare me because you always scare me.
Mhm.
The right choice.
You need to live.
You're a
listen,
well-reasoned individual, Dan.
This was the right choice.
I am mission control. I always live in fear.
My dog has taken up residence in my chest.
Excellent.
Send dog pics.
My phone is not here.
Use your laptop.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry
It's
about
also
that.
desk.
Okay,
Use your desktop.
let's.
It doesn't have a camera.
Boo!
Okay, so let's see who did. Yeah, we're still with Geist and Hexmaki.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Hex, you managed to find your way to the control room where you find Geist kind of plugging away at the computer. I don't know if you visibly would look frustrated, Geist, but you've definitely been trying for a couple minutes with like no success whatsoever.
Yeah.
All right. I will.
Hey, would you mind giving me a hand with this control console?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah!
Kool-Aid
Why
Man
is
is
that?
busy getting fish.
Why is that thing here?
I really don't have an answer for you.
Ugh, all right, whatever. Just yeah, help me out with this. I've got my computer hooked up to it, but this encryption is
Cracked. Jesus, Dan, that's a roll.
It's my best skill by a country mile.
So you manage to open up the console, and just the console lights up. The crystal kind of starts humming a little and buzzing with a weird electricity, and the screens light up around, showing portions of the ship and like star charts and stuff. And one of the screens, like a screen comes up, like kind of projected from the crystal itself, and begins speaking in a language you do not recognize.
I'm going to record all of it for posterity.
same. In fact, actually, is there? Wonder if there's a way that I could. Is there like some sort of like translation program or cipher that I could use?
You're welcome to try.
Sure. Yeah, that's
Okay.
what computer use.
If Dan's giving you access, it would,
Late-
it'd
Yeah.
still be a tech roll. I'm still giving you a -2 penalty. Do so.
Okay, so still no computer systems though.
You have computer systems, right?
Yes, I do.
Which one's higher, that or your tech?
Computer systems is higher for me.
I will let you use computer.
Actually, no, actually, tech is higher for me. Never mind.
I'll let you use computer systems, and I will negate your penalty because you have that skill.
Okay.
So you can use tech with no negation. If Dan helps you, you can get a +2 bonus.
Yeah, I'll help out with that.
Cool. All right.
You make a roll.
Oh my God! Really?
Use
Okay.
a hero point if
If
you
you have a
want.
hero point, you can reroll it.
I think I only had the one. So I don't know.
Use your luck points.
What luck points?
Well, let's see what Dan gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me roll mine. All right.
Jeez.
I'm going to say Dan is able to help you overwhelm that check.
Sure. Thank you.
Go team.
Yay.
It's like Florida Operation Protocol lockdown running. Operation Protocol lockdown running.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
A query.
Query. Status of containment subject.
Containment subjects. Yeah, containment subjects, codename Behemoth, Leviathan, and Ziz, have all breached containment.
Damn it! I knew this was happening.
Which is roughly what those translate into. Surprisingly.
Let's see. Show all information on subjects.
Well, okay, you asked for it.
I'm suddenly glad I didn't go after the aerial one.
I'll be
Yeah, enjoy that.
safe in the
Gray.
just went
Scroll down, guys.
Oh boy.
to fight Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Oh.
Where is it?
Bottom of the screen of Roll20.
Bottom of the screen.
You didn't bother to knock
Oh.
out the background for Behemoth.
It's fine.
Yeah, oh well.
Huh. Okay. Any particular biological info that
Monster
Someone was saying something?
Hunter.
Maybe.
Break it up, Wash.
These are definitely all Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
They might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I look up any particular biological info on subjects, weaknesses, anything of that nature?
Okay, sure. Let's see. Behemoth has a bad hit zone on his head. You need to use fire weapons as his weakness. He resists lightning. I'm just kidding. Let me give you real info.
Oh.
I was just about to start typing that too.
Okay, let's see. Yeah. What do I want to tell you about these guys? I mean, you get my land, air, and sea thing here, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Behemoth is generally slow moving. But it is the most durable of the three. Its steps basically will shake the ground because of its massive weight. And if it puts its effort to it, it can basically cause fissures in the earth.
Okay.
As you can see, it has a very large club tail that it can swing at you as well. That
Sure.
are part of that.
Makes sense. Yep.
Oh, there's
Welcome.
Hey, sorry, I was cooking dinner / feeding the people that I'm currently staying with during quarantine 2020.
It's cool. You're just in time to fight the Endbringers.
Okay, pretty
No,
much.
one of them has a different name.
Of course it does, Wex.
Like I said, Behemoth is also just very heavily armored, very hard to just stop. Probably the strongest of the lowest, the least agile.
Solar, you might want to
Yeah,
mute yourself.
Yeah.
You might want to mute yourself. You got a lot of background noise.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Leviathan is kind of the mid-range. Very powerful in the water. Seems to be able to kind of just like a lot of physical hits, just able to shrug off because there's a very like slippery hide to it. It can absorb water around it and like kind of project it in like a geyser, and it's able to just like cause a lot of problems in the water. Like it's just, I'm not gonna say it doesn't have like hydrokinesis or anything stupid like that. So again, not Endbringers, just making that clear. But it is powerful enough to cause, just with its movement, cause like things like waves, geysers, tidal, stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. So none of this info is really like.
Yeah.
So there's no info specifically about like weaknesses or faults or stuff like that.
None that's particularly listed. Perhaps with a longer analysis, you may find something, but that will take time.
Okay.
How about I've got a
Logiacris, Duambros, Crimson Kuropeko. Got it.
all right. I've got a query. What was are there coordinates for the intended destination of the ship?
Yep. This vessel was headed to planet Orion 5 to deliver the specimens to the safe site. It encountered a random, unforeseen supernova, and which malfunctioned the systems and caused it to crash on this unknown planet.
Interesting.
Okay. Does it have data on its course and when it was hit by the supernova?
Looks like it was hit by the supernova about a couple days ago.
Is this ship currently sending a distress signal?
The thrust signal is broken. A lot of
Okay.
the features of the ship are currently broken.
That's good news.
Its priority was to maintain life support for the organisms it was carrying,
Okay.
which it did, but it basically lost control of pretty much anything other than basic like thrusters, and basic thrusters and like functions to keep the ship going.
Okay.
It seems that this was the closest planet at the time, or the closest like habitable planet, and it headed here and using like kind of the last of its like ability to like land effectively.
Okay.
Do we have any?
Oh
data,
no!
Do we have any data on why they were bringing these particular specimens to this "quote unquote" safe site?
I'm actually going to cut from you guys there
Okay.
because I don't want to spoil things quite yet.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go to the groups. Which group wants to go first?
Don't all jump at once.
So, as a quick question, how bad am I jumping? How bad am I at cutting in?
I can hear everything you said.
Yeah, I heard that whole thing.
Okay. I'm not sure if I was getting if I was cutting out before because my signal's kind of in and out or over a few times. So
You
You
were
roboted-
kind of roboting at times.
Yeah, you robot a little bit in the middle there.
okay,
I will apologize. ahead
that
of
explains a
time
lot.
because
So while
I
where I was,
also but don't have the greatest internet signal. So
there was trying to make a point of sticking on a team with Shrimp on the Barbie, and then you kind of steered me toward Rip Snorter, so I wasn't sure if that made it through.
That did.
Okay.
Okay. I guess Sean, where did you want to kind of go?
I mean, I'm still trying to catch up with everything that's going on around me.
Which
So basically,
Endbringers do you want to play?
Do you want to fight the land monster, the sea monster, the sky monster?
So you're telling me to fight Lagi, Durambros, or Crimson Kurapeko?
I mean, the scale on some of that is not the same as it would be in the game.
I'm aware. What's the current team?
And there doesn't really seem to be any at the moment.
Team is a strong and generous term.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so I'm clearly going to team up with the only other competent person in this party. So, hey, Lustrous Iris, where are we going?
We're going to the ocean to go deal with the ocean problem along with two of the more dangerous members of the Outbackers to make sure they don't cause problems.
And me.
All right. Since you missed that part,
Who's here to help?
yeah. Since you missed that part, the Outbackers are mercs. Their desire to do good is secondary to their profits.
Yep, I figured that was the case with them.
They basically want to capture these things.
Again, my closest approximation to them is they're like a Blackwater group.
Yeah, guess what Iris has zero respect for.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
But they're mercenaries who have all the proper channels and all the proper paperwork.
Negative respect.
I need to get a new picture.
Nope, it makes sense that I would have to work with the illustrious Iris to deal with the worst of the worst.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, so no, I'm not going to say anything right now. So let's start with Gray Zone and Rip Snorter.
And
Yeah, right.
You're taking Rip Snorter is having you guys take their plane to intercept Ziz.
Oh, okay. We're going up.
Not your
Great.
plane,
The most used. Oh,
his plane. Sorry.
I mean, I didn't think we had a plane, but I'm going against the thing that I'm mostly useless in, the air.
Not to worry, mate. Catch! As you guys are kind of like on the plane, he throws something over to you. It is definitely a jetpack.
Interesting.
I don't know how technology works. What is this?
Oh,
Why has it got pointy bits?
No, it's all right. Look, just be careful with that. It's hold on, he puts it on. He clicks a button and puts on autopilot. It's that's a jetpack. For all you don't know that, you put it on your back and it lets you fly.
Oh,
The crocodile hair will explain it to you as though it was a rare and mysterious animal.
Right. Okay. 1 minute. He picks up the crocodile.
I'm just gonna kind of push him to the
literally
side.
shoves him in the restroom and just like shuts the door and then bends the handle. Right. That's taken care of. Did like that guy, but that's just insulting.
He's not
Friend
too
there-
soon.
Your friend there doesn't have a lot of taste. But yeah, no, it's a nice jetpack there. You just put it on. He shows you you hit this button. It's got some pretty easy controls. We're going on comic book controls, so you pretty much can just control it the way you want.
May I roll technology to see if I understand?
Sure.
That's a 2.
You put it on upside down.
Excellent.
Rips and order corrects you, but you still can't tell the difference. Like, you'll be fine
Okay.
over there. Yeah, we got plenty of gear like this. Mutant X keeps us very well funded. See, and he kind of shows you around, like, he's got like a whole like set of weapons and stuff. In fact, you see him kind of go through it, and he takes out like some really big future guns and like puts 1 or 2 of them on his back along with his own jetpack.
I'm gonna send a private message to Greyzone and say, if you can manage to keep that backpack, I will be very appreciative.
You're distracted right now.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I ignore a private audio message, but I don't know if you're sending me a text or something.
No, this would be
I
private.
probably don't quite know that you're watching.
Dan is very unless like because you don't really have anything to split your attention. You don't really have any multitasking stuff. So I'm going to say you really have to kind of be focusing on what you're doing on the ship right now. Also, the signals are a little harder to get out from the ship.
Right.
So, but yeah, it shows he's like, yeah, no, Mutant X treats us real well. All the gear
Hey,
we
I'm back.
want.
I dropped out for a second.
I don't think you missed anything.
Okay.
So saying Mutant X treats us well, mate. All the gear we could want, good pay, nice conditions. I mean, there's problems, yeah, but what job doesn't have problems?
Yeah, it seems like they take. Of course, they throw you.
Yeah, you definitely cut out there.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, you're going in and out.
So, tell me, mate, what's your story? You look like someone who belongs on our team from the look of you.
I think he's cutting out again.
Is he talking at all?
I have no idea. I didn't hear a thing.
Nope, there he goes.
Okay, I wash you back.
I think so. Oh, damn it. Roll20 is also registering network interruptions, so I don't know exactly what's going on.
I don't know. We'll try our best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like they take care of you, but they're moving you pretty far from home.
We go on missions like this all the time. They take care of us, but they expect a lot of us too. Not everyone I expect.
They give you something to work for.
Yeah, good paycheck. Frankly. What else is there to work for, mate?
You guys are getting paid? No.
Do you say that?
No. That's the thing. I don't need money. Everything I've got's taken care of for the occasional favor. Sounds like you're doing something similar.
Really? Let's have I'm actually, I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious about you.
Can't
I did
hear
read.
anybody again.
I'll admit, part of this mission was I did ask to go on it because I'll be honest, I wanted to meet you. We'd read some stories about some sort of metahuman kangaroo from a couple months ago, and it seemed like something worth looking into. I'll be honest, I'm curious. What's your story?
I think we lost him again.
I can't think. Give me a minute.
Okay, yeah.
It might just be good to go to somebody else for now, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can hear
All
me.
right, let's split and hit another group.
I can't hear you guys, but I can see that speech bubbles are happening. So
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you just fine, Watch.
Okay. Anyways, let's head to another group. Let's do. I don't know who just went in and out.
It was Washington.
All right. Let's deal with the water group. So
I suppose the first thing I was to ask is of our new teammates. Just listen, I can get us reasonably close, but there's something about these that interferes with my powers. Are you two fine with that?
Dingle looks at you. We don't need you. You're helpful to have around, but we don't need you. We got this.
All right.
Fishy.
Why am I not reassured by this?
Fine then, team. Let's go without them. And Iris will snap her fingers. There'll be poofs of colorful explosions, and we'll get reasonably nearby the fight ahead of them.
All right. Yep. So you're about a couple. You guys. Let's see. How do I want to do this? So I'll say you guys are, and this is the way I'm going to do all these fights. You each have about 10 rounds to stop the monsters from hitting the city. I will let you figure out how you want to do that. It may take a lot of different ways to do so. But you have 10 rounds. I may subtract or add to that depending on your action.
I was just looking for, hey, Game Night, didn't you have a guy who creates large walls of stone?
Game night.
Is he?
He's muted himself.
He has apparently muted himself.
Yep.
Okay, then.
Is he?
I hope it is merely him being in the bathroom.
I hope so.
Wex, how large is this thing?
Pretty large.
Sorry, everybody is calling me today for some reason. Actually, I know the reason. Anyway, yay quarantine. So, sorry, what was the question?
Hey, Game Night, don't you have a guy who can create large walls of earth to prevent this thing from getting close to the city and or cut it off?
Oh, is it your giant soldier of stone?
The elemental spirit of earth, Cole, could in fact make a giant wall.
A giant wall.
But wouldn't it be more appropriate, since we are over the ocean, to have someone who can move water?
I mean, yes, but if we have a giant wall of stone that trapped around it, that would also help.
I can't Actually, wait a minute. How are we getting there, Wex?
I'm moving us there, Izzy.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I need to actually check my summons, because I don't know if I can have any more out.
Wex, how much weight does this actually have for me to determine what I'm doing?
Pretty
Most-
sure more weight than you can deal with.
What mass rank was the question?
Jeez. What does Godzilla weigh?
That's a good question.
Which version of Godzilla?
Yeah.
One of the smaller versions.
So, like, original 1954 Godzilla?
Sure, that sounds good.
Let's see.
That's probably too large. But
Well,
I suspect it is.
I mean, let's see.
I'm going to. It doesn't really matter, Nick. I'm going to say it's too large.
okay.
And even then, your powers are a little wonky near it.
That's fair.
He still has a field card on his back.
No, this is more about mass limits.
Here we go. According to this, the original 1954 Godzilla weighed 20,000 metric tons.
Yeah, no. We are not. No.
Can I trebuchet that thing?
No.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Pretty sure nothing could. That's like original Godzilla. Fairly certain he's more than 100,000 tons now.
Iris is going to mostly be
Original Godzilla is the smallest Godzilla.
Yes.
poofing nearby and being like a vaguely annoying pest, but like can't deal realistic damage to this besides like, aha! There is now a thing that's hurting your eye and I'm taunting you to go back in another direction.
So at the moment, the thing is underwater, but like you know how you kind of see Godzilla kind of swimming right beneath the surface.
Mm-hmm.
What range are all of my attacks at?
What?
What range are all of my attacks at?
I know. I'm letting you know what you see is all.
Still can't hear.
Okay.
Oh, Wash, can you still not hear us?
No.
Did he
Ooh.
click?
Hold on.
Did he
Is
click the
somebody
death?
streaming this to Twitch or something right now?
So I'm just telling you what you see. So it's kind of like right beneath the surface, enough to make like a wake on the top, and you can see like the gigantic mass underneath.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm actually not going to have us roll initiative.
I did not do that. Nope, I see it. I'm connected. I can see you guys talking, but it's not coming through my headphone.
That's weird. Maybe we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you too. But he can't hear us.
Aha.
Very peculiar.
Oh, I think I figured it out. It was a weird setting reset there.
Oh, can you hear us now then?
Yep.
Hey, there we go. Awesome.
Okay. Did that suggestion I made help at all? Check the options. I'm gonna say guess no. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, the way I'm going to do this is I'm basically going to give you guys each round just to ask what you're going to do. And I'll have you make rolls appropriate to what you decide you want to do.
Okay. I'm assuming that's not including Hex and myself.
Yeah, that does not include you guys. I will come back to you guys in a little bit.
I think Iris is mostly going to ask Garth Duloc whether or not he needs to get in range. Otherwise, she is going to.
No, it's unexpected results at the moment.
Oh, you're still on unexpected results? Ask unexpected results if he needs to get in range. Otherwise, she is going to start preparing a hilariously lethal attack in hopes that it maybe penetrates this thing's side.
I don't know. I've never had to deal with something that size.
I haven't either, but we're here now and we need to handle it because those jackasses refuse to get here faster.
Have you gotten Stardust on the line?
She's not allowed to do anything until they breach city limits. Because of legal nonsense.
I'm aware.
Are Dingo and Barbie with us?
No, they refused to be brought along. They said they could handle it.
Okay. It's okay. I will summon Bass Bass.
What?
That's a low move.
Okay, so like I said, we'll go through each group one at a time. Broad strokes, what are you guys doing? What's your plan?
Like I said, Wex, Iris is charging an attack. You know what that means.
I think so. Okay.
Let's see. What can I do?
Game night and unexpected results.
Game night is going to play a card game.
I think results, if you can give me any sort of luck, I have no idea how your powers work right now, but I really hope this hits the thing.
Well, I plan to make it its defense roll worse. I hope I'll see what I can do on that regard.
Bass Bass is also going to, play an energizing solo targeting Iris.
I don't know what that does, but she accepts the power boost.
I don't know what it does either.
I don't know what the invigorate status does, but it invigorates you and it energizes you. It would also heal you.
What power?
Energizing solo. It's mostly a healing.
That won't actually do anything in this situation.
Well, you get to hear awesome music to help you concentrate.
Wonderful. I'll take it.
People use teamwork then.
Yeah, you get a +2 circumstance bonus.
Also,
Dude, I'm gonna need it.
Also, game night will also use. I do have teamwork. Yes, I will also use teamwork.
Wex, how
I
much
guess
am
I will use
allowed-
teamwork as well.
Do you have the advantage?
Yes.
Awesome. Wex, I'm gonna
Wex,
summon.
Let them go first. Sorry, go Izzy.
60 hamsters along with us are all going to use.
Oh no.
What?
Teamwork. Let me be clear on teamwork. You still have to be doing something to help.
Cheerleader hamsters.
Um,
Somebody
well, because I instinctively know the best place to hit something to inflict good damage, I'm like, all right, aim for that spot.
Wonderful. Iris takes off her hat and gets ready to pull something out of it.
I will activate the field spell card targeting reticule. I don't know if that's going to do anything, but it sounds like a teamworky thing.
What does that even do?
I don't know. It's going to give him a teamwork bonus for aiming.
No, it doesn't.
You don't know.
No, it doesn't. That's not how that power works.
How does teamwork work?
Teamwork, you can give Nick a +5 bonus on his roll.
I would love that. Wex, how much am I allowed to damage shift this?
I mean, you have power attack.
I'm spending a hero point to do this. Am I allowed to have it? For that?
Is this a perception attack?
No.
Then you may shift it up to anything can be shifted up to 5.
Okay, I'm definitely shifting this up to 5 and adding as much penetrating on it as I can. Hero point stunned.
Mm-hmm.
It's still taking a turn for me to charge out.
You can fluff that, Izzy, but that's not a. It's not an environment spell.
That's fine. It's giving him a bonus. That's all that matters.
Okay. So everyone's just helping Nick do something big.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't actually see what we're fighting yet, so I can't do anything else. So yes.
It's a really big shadow thing underneath
I'm
the
somewhere
surface.
else, so
I'm hitting it as hard as I can with as much damage as I can, and hopefully it actually connects.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Are Riftstarter and I confronting Leviathan while this is going on?
We're on Leviathan.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, right. Ah, damn it.
Alright, so I have damage shift 5. I have, I think, penetrating 4 or 5 on this, along with indirect 4 and subtle 1.
All right, make an attack roll.
Izzy's providing +5. What is unexpected results providing?
I mean, do teamwork stack with each other?
You still can't get more than a +5 bonus.
Aw.
Is it already an unexpected
I'll let him
attack?
give you improved crit for this one attack.
Okay. I have luck.
Okay.
Attack roll 21, damage 14, indirect 4, subtle plus penetrating 5.
What do we see happen?
I'm calculating.
Plus whatever other bonus I can get from spending things.
So what's the save?
It's a toughness save.
I know. What is it?
Rank 14.
So a 29 toughness save, right?
29 toughness save and high penetrating. No, this is behind it. Iris is trying to draw its attention to her.
Okay. Is it just mathing?
Also, are we where are we standing?
And description, Iris is basically sitting there focusing for like 12 seconds, and there was a gigantic water eruption out of the ocean.
Okay. Let's see. So it hits it. The thing like squirms for a second and then kind of like routes itself up and bursts its head out of the water. It looks like it was able to mostly shrug that off.
Not surprised by this, but if I got its attention, I'm going to pepper it with annoying things and try and draw it away from the city.
Oh yeah, got its attention.
Is it worthwhile at all for me to bad luck that roll?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's a good one. Also, the two of you notice that Iris is not paying attention to anything around her while she's doing this.
So yeah, that actually got hit it pretty hard. It takes a blow to the side of the head and like kind of crashes into the water. It is bruised and dazed.
Yay!
What are you guys standing on?
I think we're currently falling through the air with Iris occasionally teleporting us back up.
This is a terrible plan.
So,
Wex, can I just spend a hero point and summon 7, please?
Yes.
Okay, I'm summoning the elemental spirit of water.
Okay. He's helping me out.
I sent you a picture. I think I did. No, I didn't. Hold on. Where are my pictures?
Okay. So we're going to, just because I want to keep combat moving along, I'll go through your turns and their turns. We're going to go to Behemoth Group.
All right.
Does that meet?
So
Yep, that's you and
half of me.
half of you. Yeah, you and half of you.
So Fractal is going to fly up and is basically going to be using the Nano Ren, which is the direct attack, and basically trying to just like rip this thing's eyes apart.
Are you going right for its eyes?
Yes. And I gotta figure out what I'm rolling for the attack. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. I haven't done a fight yet.
How
So good.
big is it compared to us?
Pretty
It's,
big.
are we still going with the Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's original Godzilla size, then it's about 50 meters tall, which is, let's see. So roughly 164 feet tall. So pretty damn big.
Maybe a little smaller than that, but not by much.
Okay,
Though this one's longer than it is tall.
fair enough.
All right, so it's a 24 to hit, and then it's so what the save is what 10 plus the rank.
Yeah, for damage, it's 15.
Okay, so then it's a rank DC 24 toughness save. I don't show any kind of bonus because of attacking eyes.
Important question: do we know if these things are sentient or sapient or anywhere in between?
We have no idea.
You don't, do you? Okay, what was so you said 24?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. It makes it save and seems to shrug off your blow. Kind of shakes its head like there's this thing on it, and I am going to need. Actually, Justin, you say what you're doing before I'll tell you the results once everyone's done their thing.
Can I run like up the side of it and go on top of its like face, and then shoot a laser on its eye?
Okay.
1 second. So it's ranged. Or actually, can I punch? I'll punch the eye instead.
Okay.
/ roll. D20 plus 11. That sounds right. Yeah.
There is a little side thing where you can like hit advanced dice roller and set up the rolls there.
I got a 30.
You definitely hit, and you will get your full multi attack.
Damn.
So this is going to be more powerful than usual. So you add 5 to the difficulty of it.
Good job, Solar.
And there's a chance for it to get blinded.
Yep, that gets the same bonus. So give me first what the toughness save would be. Remember, it's your effect rank plus 15, and then you get an extra 5 because of multi attack.
Where is it? Light gauntlets. It's rank 5.
Remember, it's strength based, so it's actually 7.
7.
So add 15.
$15 to what?
7.
22?
You're setting the difficulty class I have to make.
Okay.
And I want you guys to get used to this number-wise. Whenever you do a damage-based attack, you always add 15 to the difficulty. So whatever your effect is, plus 15. Anything else only adds 10, but for damage effects, it's 15.
So you have to roll 22?
Yes. Though it's actually going to be 27 because of you getting multi-attack, which boosted it.
Okay.
You rolled 3 stages above its defense, which means that you get extra bonuses because enough of your blows left. And I will not give it its impervious because you went first up. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Back to you in a minute. So Vegemite is not going to attack it directly, but he's actually making the brambles around it try to grab it and pin it to the ground. He doesn't fully manage it, but the leaves are slowing the creature down. So let me describe these two groups now. So what happened with Leviathan? Everyone kind of pitched in, and Iris just summoned this. What did you summon exactly?
Honestly, it's probably a giant misshapen chunk of iron.
Okay, just shoots out like a rail cannon, just beams it in the face. It crashes into the waves. And I am going to need some way to negate the waves that are heading towards you from its wake.
We're in the air, aren't we?
That's true, but you're falling. And you spend a lot of your time on that, Nick, so you don't get to do it again right now. So I need you guys to figure out you have to spend some time next turn figuring out how to deal with the fall and the tidal wave that's heading towards you.
Okay. I got that.
Meantime, with Behemoth, so Fractal distracts the creature, kind of digs into it, and while it's trying to shake it off, Solar, you run up, and at like the speed, and actually I need a second roll here. That makes that one. And like fast in the eye can see, there's just a blinding series of like flashes as just you punch the thing in the eye probably like 500 times. The creature reels back and lets out a bellowing roar. And I need a fortitude save from everyone in range.
That's only the people at that specific area, correct?
Yep. So give me a fortitude save, Justin. Fractal does not have to.
So what do I add or take away from that?
Your fortitude. That is one of your saves.
6? No, wait, that's 7.
Izzy, please make a roll for Princess Sparklebottom.
Oh, she just fails.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I also failed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, by a fair bit. So, you're all deafened. The roar is so loud, you can feel your eardrums pop a little bit, and everything goes white noise.
It would be ringing.
Or ringing. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, have tinnitus. Sticking think point.
So Behemoth, though, crashes to the ground as a result of that. And I need a second fortitude, or I need a dodge save now.
Okay, I'm good at that.
This one Fractal does have to make. Or does Fractal fly?
Ooh.
Dan, does Fractal fly?
Yes, he does.
Never mind, he doesn't have to make it.
Do I make it?
You're fine, Justin. Vegemite and Princess fall on their faces as the tremor is going to crash into the ground and shake everything. Meanwhile, Wash, we're going to go back to you finally.
Cool.
So I still want to finish my role play with you before we get to the fight.
Yeah, sorry about it getting out there for a minute.
All right, so he comes to you. He asked, the last thing he asked you was he had heard about you from some of the initial news stories, and that's part of why he wanted to come on the mission. He wants to know your story.
Well, it's not that long. Grew up in the outback. There was some fires back in the day, and some things happened, and now I'm back, and now I'm here working for, I forget our company.
So the Silver Creek Zoo.
Right.
Yes,
Okay, I thought we got bought by the...
Did you? You did. I've just forgotten the name right now.
Yeah. I say that name.
Oh, simpler story than I thought. But you're actually from the outback, huh? You
Another life, but yeah.
yeah. What do before you were turned into that?
Grazed mostly. Fought a bunch of the bucks.
Grazed. I mean, what was your job? What'd you do?
What are you talking about?
No, before you
Ate food
attended.
and kept my family in line.
Okay. So you had some kids?
Yeah, a few.
Huh. I mean, if they're all right now?
No
Do you ever want to
idea.
go see them?
Oh, sure, every day. You got kids? Changes your world.
Nah, never had any myself. But still, you should go track them down. So we can help you locate them.
Tried before. Not the easiest, best search criteria. I appreciate it. I think they've moved on without me at this point.
You never know. They still miss their errand. I have a question, Wash. How obvious is it that you are a girl?
That is an excellent question. I do have a pouch,
Okay.
but
I guess
that's
I'm
about
asking,
it.
how does I'll be frank, how does your voice come off?
I honestly don't know. I've been doing a vague Australian accent because I can't do that and a female falsetto or anything at the same time.
But like, would your voice come off as would your voice come off as a female voice?
On the gruffer side of it, but yes.
Okay, so it'd be clear that you're a female. Good. Well, all right, mate. Yeah, all right, Sheila. It's time to rumble in a minute, but tell you what. Listen, I don't know. You haven't, from what my reports say, you haven't been a team with these blokes for very long.
Nah, it's recent development.
I mean, I'm gonna be frank.
It's, the reward for work well done is more fucking responsibility.
There are better rewards out there, Sheila. Think about it. You don't really fit in with them, you know? Come join us. Fit our team aesthetic really well from the down under as well.
You're gonna have to do better than just a marketing pitch, mate.
Solar, you're gonna want to mute. You really have a lot of noise coming through.
Yeah.
Again, we have a lot of money and resources. We can help you track down your kids. We can give you what you need, what you want. Where do you live right now? What do they do for you?
Place to live, plenty of food, easy life.
Sure. Guess if that's all you want. You allowed to go anywhere? You allowed to leave?
What would I? I've got everything I need. Trying out this cable thing.
You can offer much more channels than that. Well, your choice in the end, Sheila, but think about it. Outbackers can use someone like you.
Forgive me if I'm a little rude, but time, my life being what it is, times what they are. You prove you've got something worth sharing. I'll take a look.
Fair enough. Actions speak louder than words and all that. Speaking of which, he hits a button, and the door is open at the back of the plane. We got a fight in our hands. There she is, and you see the creature flying, and you're kind of nearby. The plane's starting to shake a little too, being buffeted by the wind. It's like, don't worry, it's an autopilot. Why don't we teach this beastie a bit of a lesson, shall we?
So it's a big dodo.
All right, Ripper! And he just grabs a gun, runs to the plane, and the edge and just jumps out, firing his gun as he goes.
Okay. I will follow suit, trying to angle as best I can and push off the plane. I don't care what happens to it. Aiming directly at this bird, moving as fast as I can. Basically being a non-human but marsupial projectile towards it. And when I hit, I will try and grab and wrap around it. Not necessarily knocking out of the sky with more than physical force right away, but a few extra tons of weight probably isn't something it's designed to carry.
Okay.
And then when I grab it, assuming that succeeds, and I have a plan if it doesn't, I miss. I will probably growl out something in my native animal speech along the lines of, "Well, what the hell are you doing here in this? What are you doing on this walkabout?"
All right. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
You get a +2.
Right. Ooh, excellent. And if I miss, I can use the fall on my spring legs.
You definitely hit.
Oh, I haven't even rolled yet.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry, that was
No.
I was looking at Solar's roll.
Let's see. Basic attack. I think you said +2. All right. 20 total.
That
Same
will
roll.
hit. Yep, that'll
Okay.
hit.
Oh yeah, it would have been 22. Sorry, you said you gave me a +2. So yeah. Saved 28.
Okay, so that's the save he has to make.
Mm-hmm. Assuming the +2 does not apply to that.
It does not.
Good.
He does make it though.
Oh.
So he's able to kind of resist your blow. I forgot. Do you have improved grab? Like you just going right into a grab?
I believe I have improved grab, but I don't have all of the other grab-based boosts. Let me double check.
Yeah. So
Improved.
I'll say you can cling on, but
I
you
do
don't-
not have improved grab. Right, I
Okay.
decided to not do that. I have disarm instead.
Okay, so you can grab on, but you can't. The blow doesn't manage to do any damage. You can't do the wraparound this turn.
Okay, so I imagine something along the lines of, if I may, I hit it. It moves a little bit, but like absorbs the shock, and then I bounce down its back and grab onto its tail feathers. I'm kind of along for the ride.
And you hear it screech. Ah, get off of me! Get off of me! You can understand it.
Excellent. Can I say anything back, or is my turn over?
We're gonna say it's over for the moment.
I understand. Pacing is important.
And
Let
yeah,
me know when we get back to me.
yeah. It also takes a couple of laser blasts to the side of the head as does he hit? No, he does hit, but ooh, actually, it takes a reasonable hit from that. Rolled real bad. And it takes a reasonable blast, like it burns. Let's go back to the control room.
Yeah, I guess the big question is how much of this am I actually getting?
Bits and pieces.
Okay. Is it fair to assume that I'm getting slightly better info on Behemoth because Fractal's actually there?
Yeah, you have a fairly clear view of Behemoth.
All right, so let's see. What was the cliffhanger question we were asking before this cutaway? Oh, right, the purpose of them being delivered to that safe site.
Yeah. These creatures are protected species. Yeah. This is a little warble here. So the Something Federation considers these creatures to be protected organisms, rare examples of their species throughout the galaxy. They were to be transported to a safe space, a holding facility where they would be tended for and taken care of, and also allowed to be viewed by the public.
Okay, so they were basically going to be in an intergalactic zoo. Interesting. Geist, do you have any other questions you want to ask, or should we start deep diving on weaknesses?
Everybody's muted.
I'm not.
Everybody's muted.
I'm
We're
not.
part of the team.
I'm not in this scene.
I will check be muted.
I'm right here.
Not there.
So yeah, Geist,
Yeah.
any other questions before we start deep diving weaknesses on these things?
I mean, I do, but we can look up the weakness first.
Oh yeah, ask if they're Kool-Aid Man. What's their favorite type of drink?
He is busy catching fish.
Darn.
Yeah. I mean, I do certainly have a question to see if we can use this ship for other things.
I'm guessing this ship's going to quickly get seized by higher-ups.
Oh, we can take care of that, no problem.
Ooh, I like your style.
So first off, I guess before we look up this, we can deal with this now. But first off, does this thing have a cyber warfare suite?
Like to protect it from being hacked?
More the opposite.
No, not really. This again was a basic transportation ship.
Fair enough. Does it have any weapons?
Nope. Well, I mean, like probably some really, really basic things, but like nothing like missiles or anything like that. Probably just some like rudimentary cutting lasers.
Can we figure out how the ship got these things on in the first place?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a really good question. It looks like the edges of the ship are kind of designed to like open outward. So each of the cages almost are like the edges can like be converted into basically a large just door opening up. There's a lot of fail types built into those. But yeah, they can just open outward.
Okay, follow-up question. Are any of the many drones that you mentioned were on the ship able to do automated repairs, say on the hull and basic propulsion systems?
They probably could be commanded to do so, though that system that controls them for that is offline at the moment.
Could it be turned online?
It probably could. It might need some repairs.
So we need something so we need to repair the repair system.
Yeah. Also, I mean, is the propulsion system for this totally dead, or can it be made to function right now?
There's fail safes that will prevent it from doing so. You'd have to overcome them.
Okay, so it won't. Okay.
Okay, can we get a diagnostic on the
Propulsion systems. That's all we really need.
Well, the problem is if we just try to stick them back in their pens without...
No.
hull.
We're not doing that.
Oh, we're just gonna like run them over?
I was thinking, let's see. Struck sequence. And how good you are at bailing out of a ship that's rocketing towards one of these monsters.
Not terribly.
Well, first time for everything.
Oh, this is going to get real interesting real quick.
I like your style slightly less than I did before.
Well, look, I mean, the alternative is to let the red tape of these assholes get whatever they want off these ship.
You know what? I suppose I can probably get some of the drones to carry me down. Should be fine. Assuming they have some kind of anti-grav, or failing that, just something. We'll figure it out. Alright, so yeah, let's say, how do we get the propulsion systems back online?
Yep.
This is too entertaining to not try.
Okay. So, yeah, you make a technology check.
Alrighty. Uh, 29.
So you manage, it looks like, to get most of, you kind of start getting to work. You manage to repair most of the conduits. But it looks like you repair most of it. You flip the switch, things light up for a second, and then fizzle. It looks like there's something broken deeper in the ship. And there doesn't seem to be a visible way to get to it.
Does the Kool-Aid Man have any means of communicating with him?
You get the impression that this is fairly delicate work, and the Kool-Aid Man getting to it would cause more issue.
Fair enough. Let's see. Well, I have the schematics of the ship.
Yeah, you can see where it is. It's just fairly deep within the ship. The drones are designed to go there normally.
Let's see. Can I get any of the drones? Can we get any of the drone systems back online to at least get like a couple of drones in there to repair?
You can try.
All right. Another technology check, I assume.
Yeah. Can I assist with this in any way?
Well, how do you like just with his tech? You can make a tech roll if you want to assist with the tech side of it.
Sure. Yeah, might as well.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a hero point on this.
Hey, a halfway decent roll.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a hero point and re-roll this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The two
all
of
right,
you.
that's a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get them online, and you think you send them in after a few minutes. Click. Systems are connected again. You have control of propulsion. And we're gonna leave you guys at that for a minute.
This is the best plan.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
Nothing bad could possibly happen at all.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, so let's head back to Leviathan's group. Leviathan's group, what is your plan for not dealing with tidal wave and falling out of the air?
So I'm going to summon elemental spirit of water, Knock.
Is Iris allowed to act?
Yes.
You've been banned from the drama club, though.
Boo.
You say that now, but you have not seen my final form.
Can I pull Iris and unexpected results on the back of this water spirit, Wex?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Knock is just going to have a wave rise up and then just kind of run down it and quiet the waters. Because it has butt tons of... Hold on.
Does it have like control water?
Move object, limited water. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it does.
So. Yeah. And then it is going to bring us underwater as I play the spell card Gillyweed, which we all then promptly eat so we can breathe underwater.
That works. You guys, some weird weed appears in front of you. Game night says you have to eat it.
Iris briefly looks
I'm
at
trusting
Game
you, Game
Night
Night.
and says,
Most disgusted look on face.
yeah, same. It's like, all right, Game Night, I'm trusting you here. If this is some weird tentacle thing, I'm blaming you and sending you somewhere unpleasant. And then eats it.
Trust me! Dive, Knock! Dive! And Knock is going to start...
Gasp for a second as gills appear on the side of your face.
Yeah.
What?
Eat the pennies, Billy.
It's Gillyweed.
Yeah.
pennies.
Also, as long as we're riding Knock in the water, we are obscured.
Oh no, I don't want to be obscured. Iris is moving out of being obscured and just like peppering this thing with annoying damage.
Oh, if you don't want us to be obscured, then we're going to be running on...
Oh no, you two should be obscured. Iris is not being obscured.
Okay.
She is asking the team, is like, listen, I have probably one more of those in me before too much happens. I'm going to try and keep its attention. And then poofs out into the middle of the ocean, which is a mistake, but like... Iris actually seriously cares about protecting people.
I mean, isn't the tidal wave going in the opposite direction of the city?
You can have a hero point, Nick.
Yes. No, like I said, Iris is purposefully putting herself in danger to distract this thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We're on... Looks like we're on wave duty on expected results.
Like I said, next turn, if we want to do a big thing again, Iris has a hero point to do the thing once more, but
Okay, so the
Wex,
thing,
otherwise, DC 24 toughness check because Iris is peppering it with annoyance.
all right, you pepper it again and stun it again.
I'm going to move myself closer to the thing because, again, Iris is drawing aggro onto herself and being insanely reckless during this.
Also, since you teleported away, you do lose the gills.
Is it actually a radius?
Yeah.
Wax, do I have to roll stamina?
Wait, is this is the field spell doesn't work that way? It's not a catch-all.
Okay, Wex, I'm going to type this to you.
I'm going to put out, no matter what happens, Iris is doing the same exact thing.
That's how that actually works.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fair
I'm
enough.
fluffing it otherwise.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, no.
Got it.
So as soon as Iris teleports away, loses gills.
Do I have to make a stamina roll, Lex?
No, but you're on the breath holding rules right now.
Wonderful. If I have really rapid fire teleportation, Iris will teleport up, grab a breath of air, and teleport back down to continue being irritating to this giant fucking kaiju.
Okay. Let's move on to Behemoth Group.
Okay. I'm not sure I can do anything meaningful other than keep
So-
attacking.
Solar, you can't hear anything.
Okay. So I just start shouting, "Hello? Can you guys
Yeah, we can hear you.
hear anything? I can't hear anything."
We can hear
I
you.
just point at my
It's-
ears.
It's in character.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I just point at my ears.
Sorry.
So I can't hear anything. What is the monster doing now?
It looks like he's trying to get up.
I don't think we can. Trying to think, because you could do like the Star Wars trick where you have to ride the what's it, X-wings around the AT-ATs or something.
Because
I don't have rope.
I'm very open to creative solutions with this stuff, guys.
I'm gonna.
Hey, have you seen that old movie?
Yeah, Soul is in character. I did an old movie.
So Fractal is going to basically ask for information on the biggest attack that you can throw at this thing.
Solar can't hear you.
Fuck, right.
We're asking for my information. Yeah, I can't hear you. Does
Okay, New plan. Fractal is going to break up and
Fractal doesn't know that necessarily, though.
does my light healing or the regeneration thingy does that help with the not being able to hear?
What modifiers does it have on it?
Regeneration source is my sunlight / battery.
I'll let it give you a bonus if you'd like to make a recovery roll. Spend your
Oh,
action
sure.
for that.
What do I add to it?
I'm just gonna say make a Constitution check, and you get to add plus. We'll say plus
Plus what?
+5.
Okay. Yeah, that's a no.
Nope, you can't. You can hear a tiny bit, but not by much. It's still mostly just.
Alright. So, is the eye damaged? Like, did it get blinded?
No, it did not get blind. Its eye looks very sore and red.
Can I punch the other eye?
Yeah, go for it.
Plus 11. Just to make sure. Yeah, plus 11. 20 plus. I got another 30.
Yeah, I see it.
What's the second
So
thing I
it
roll
doesn't
again?
feel as bad. It doesn't feel as bad this time. You heard it. But this time, I believe it is. You do mess with its eye. It is having trouble seeing. It's once again not very happy.
Mhm. I'm doing
This time, it's not stunned, so it's zoning in at you.
Oh, can I use move
still?
my action? Can I
What?
really use my action to get off of it?
Yeah. Where do
Okay.
you end?
Uh, far enough that I can still see it, but out of its like immediate melee range.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're absolutely fast enough to do that.
I'm gonna also try and do something now.
Okay.
So Fractal is basically going to fly up to its face again and is going to use one of its affliction powers, essentially trying to like just dig in, just throw bots in its eyes, nose, mouth, just everywhere, and just try to keep it knocked down. So it's going to be my afflicting swarm power,
Okay.
which I think still requires an attack roll.
Yeah, I believe so.
Should be the same.
Pitter patter, Justin.
Yeah, you're gonna want to mute when you're typing like that.
I'm sorry.
Uh, 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and it's a DC 19, so it's just an affliction.
Okay.
This is against this is fortitude. It's against so the degrees are dazed, stunned, incapacitated.
Man, I am not rolling well. But it's still enough to.
So it fully saved.
Yeah, it's got a lot of.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, this is I'm not able to do too much to this thing, unfortunately. But yeah, that'll be it.
So it is getting up. Actually, Vegemite has to do something. Vegemite just gets to his feet. He kind of sees what's coming, and he puts his hands on the ground. Vines come out of them, and like a barrier of walls and roots come up around him and you, Fractal. As Behemoth swings his giant tail down at you. Wow. It holds. The vine barrier holds and stops the blow.
Nice.
Shakes everything a lot, but like it crashes into it without breaking. All right, let's move on to Wash and Rip Snorter.
Okay. I have a lot of things I would like to do.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
It is just me.
Well, let me tell you what Rip Snorter is doing first. Just so
Okay.
you know. Also.
If he trumps an initiative, yeah, sure.
I'm doing a kind of simultaneous initiative. I'm just telling you what he's doing while you do what you're doing.
Oh, okay, because part of my thing was going to be if he's still shooting at this bird, I might try and disarm him.
He's definitely still shooting at this bird.
Yeah, among the many things I wanted to do would be stopping that.
Okay. So I'm letting you know he's shooting at the bird.
Okay. I kind of figured. I will tap my ear and yell into it in English. They can talk. Don't kill them. Then I will shift back into animal and as quickly as possible. I know this is complicated. Fly there, and I will point to the zoo. Avoid the spiky bits. It's their nests, and they will defend them.
Wait, where are you having it go?
I'm having it go towards the zoo.
Like your headquarters, the zoo?
Yes. Do you know? And again, I'm going to try and do a lot of things. I'm only trying to get away with it because I'm the only PC here, and I don't want to drag everything else down. I would like to spend a hero point to edit the scene to say that, luckily, in my pouch, I have one of those things that allow animals to communicate.
Oh, right, like Jerry has.
Uh-huh. And I'm going to try and slap it on his head, and then yell at Rip Snorter and say, No, don't! He's one of us! And if he's continuing to fire after that, I will try and disarm him.
Okay.
And I will turn on my jetpack somewhere in all of this.
Let's do some rolls with all this. Let's
Okay,
start.
yes. Again,
with-
feel free to tell me that I'm breaking the action economy or that I can't do any or all of it.
Rule of cool is taking effect here too.
Cool.
I do need something to convince the bird.
Oh no. I have terrible social stats specifically because I can't interact with people well.
If you can think of a creative way you would like to interact with it with a creative skill, you may do so.
I also don't know if this would be deception or persuasion.
Probably persuasion.
Yeah.
You believe it.
Yeah. And like, well, I'm definitely lying about the nest thing. It's the closest metaphor I can come up with.
Then you're not lying.
Yeah. I basically was trying to portray, because like animal language is mostly body language anyway.
Yeah. Which
So
let's have you roll. You can use your awareness instead of charisma for whatever you're about to roll.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So I think I will, now that the jetpack is on, try and use my stretchy physique to mimic bird language as much as I can, faking that my giant stretchy arms are wings. And just trying to do the best that I can. And I do have a long neck, though not that long.
Make a roll.
Trying to just do dips and point and things like that.
Make a roll. It understands you. This is about convincing it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you said I can use awareness.
Yep.
And I don't have any skill points in any of these.
I guess just no. I'll give you.
Actually, never mind. Oh, nope, that's perception, not persuasion. Yes. Okay, if I'm getting to use awareness, 17.
Yeah, I'll let that go. The bird's like, it hurts. Nest is safe. Go towards nest.
Okay, and then do I slap the can talk to people thing on it?
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no. Why am I trying all of these things?
Oh, God.
-1.
Well, do you want to re-roll that?
Yeah, sure. I'll burn another hero point. 12.
I'll let you do it with a 12.
Okay.
This is
I am
insanity.
out of hero points. I love it.
You attach on the thing, and you say that to Rip Snorter, right?
Yeah. Is he
He's
still
like-
firing?
Well, he pauses for a second. Kill it. I ain't gonna kill it. Mutinex needs these things alive.
It's going to fly down peaceably.
The hell it is.
Okay, now I try and disarm him.
I will let you try that next turn.
That is entirely fair, oh great Lord and Master of rules in the universe.
He does
Thank
miss.
you for letting me. Okay,
He
good.
does try to attack it again and misses it.
Okay, thank you for letting me get away with as much bullshit as you did. Moving on.
Yeah.
We'll protect
Dan,
the
I
bird.
want you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Also, I did spout through the comms that they can talk and are.
That's why I want.
They are
That's why I
sapient,
want,
but I know everybody's deafened.
Just to be
that's why I
sure.
want Dan to make the check.
Just to be
He's
sure.
the one
Am
that has-
I making?
Not all of us are deafened.
Yeah, we can hear that.
Just to be sure. Am I making this, or is Fractal making this?
You guys are underwater. It might also be garbled.
Yeah, Dan, you have the clearest line to this. That's why you're making it. Guys can make it too.
Lex, am I allowed to make a perception check given my perception rating?
I'm gonna say no, just because of the nature of this and how you're fighting right now.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
I got an 18.
You pick up on that.
Okay, just repeat one more time.
So, Wash, could you repeat what you said?
They can talk. Don't kill them.
Guys, we might have to change plans.
Speaking of which, your turn.
So apparently these things are sentient.
Hmm. All right. Well,
Look, we can still use the ship, but we should probably try to get the containment systems back up and running, and we can maybe catch one or two of them again.
true, but what do we do if they? What do we do when that happens?
I don't know, but apparently Gray Zone can talk to them, so maybe we can figure something out.
Oh, wait. Does this thing have an autopilot?
I don't know. Does it?
Yep.
Apparently,
Maybe we could
yes.
get them on the ship and have it correct.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to get the holes in the hull repaired so they don't, bust out again. But
Yeah, that's true. We don't really have the resources for that, huh?
I mean, if we've got propulsion, we've got some of the repair drones working. If we can get the rest, we might be able to make this work.
All right, seems as good a plan as any.
All right, so now that we've got propulsion online and we have at least one working repair drone, what would be the process to get the rest of them back online? Wex?
Oh, sorry. Say again.
So now that we have at least the one or two repair drones online from getting the propulsion systems ready. If we're trying to get the rest back online so we can repair the hull and the containment zones, how would we go about doing that?
You can set the repair sequence going, but it will take longer than this fight to do.
I have a hero point left.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any at this point, so...
Let's see. What if we had them all focus on a single containment unit?
Better than nothing, I guess. See how long it takes.
Well, I guess, Wex, I guess that's more for you. Is it possible that if we have them focus on a single containment unit that we can get this done faster?
Without use of something like power-wise or supernatural, like they can't do it at the speed you want them to do it. Not in the time frame you want.
Okay, I'm trying to think if I could finagle any of my powers to work for this.
Okay, bye, Justin.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do in this situation.
Fuck me. I actually... Fuck me. I would need Fractal for this.
Yeah.
He actually would speed this up quite a bit, but there's no way to get him back here that quickly. Unless...
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you have a way.
A way to get Fractal back quickly?
Remember, team game.
Iris, can you tell... I'm going to send a message to Iris. Can you teleport things that aren't line of sight to you?
Sorry, I was muted. Your response is.
That wasn't
Okay.
even well.
Iris, if that's a yes, I need you to teleport Fractal back to the ship to where I am. And I'll give
Iris
you...
will do this during her next action, but you're not going to get an affirmative over
Hold on.
voice comms.
How far does your detection power go?
-1 penalty per 1,000 feet.
Yeah, no way. It's way too far.
All right, new plan. Hey, Solar.
Yeah.
Just cut.
I'm gonna have
cut away.
Fractal turn into a. This will. Okay, that's right. He's recovering, so he can hear. Solar. I'm gonna have Fractal turn into a giant metal ball. I need you to run him back to the ship as fast as you can, and then get back to the fight.
Ball, ship, something. Okay.
Just bring him here. Bring him to me.
All right. That's pretty much your turn. Do you guys have anything else you want to do?
I will start the repair drones on... let's see. I'm just trying to think this through. So, from the garbled transmissions I'm getting...
It's basically repair... I mean, let's see. Is the autopilot functional? Like right now?
You think so?
All right. So, okay. So, for one thing at a time, get repair drones working, get the cargo, get the containment working, and then getting the hull fixed.
Let's you know what? Let's start moving towards Behemoth. That way, Solar has less distance to travel.
Did we confirm that the propulsion is that we're able to turn it on?
Yeah, we got that up. He said we got that up.
Oh, that's right. Yes, we did. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have a quick question. Yeah, you start the propulsion moving. Or you get the engines started up.
Right.
I have a question for you guys. So I personally am getting kind of tired. That's on me. I've been staying up too late. I was hoping to end this today, but combat does take a while in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys be willing to do a second game at some points before the next 2-week game? I know some of us have a little more time on our hands these days.
If ideally, if it's during the next if it's during the next 5 days, probably yes.
I'm asking the group kind of here.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
Depends on the day. I have a lot of weekday
true.
evenings taken, but
yeah, basically Tuesday and Wednesday I'm free. That's pretty much it.
Tuesday and Fridays I'm generally free. That's about it right now.
I currently have things next Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday.
I'm hearing Tuesday, Wednesday is good days.
Tuesday is better for me because Wednesday is my first day out of quarantine. So if we can do Tuesday, that would be perfect.
I think Wednesday is best for me. Tuesday should be able to work, but I am not quite at checking calendar and obligations level yet right now.
Wednesday is workable for me if it comes to that.
Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, are those workable days for everyone here?
Should be.
Okay, I'm not hearing no. I know Justin left, but I figure we'll go through like one more round / get to a like fun cliffhanger point, and then we'll wrap this up in one more session.
All right, sounds fine to me.
Yeah, just because I'm losing focus, and you guys deserve a bit more of like a focus combat from me.
That is fair.
Sounds good.
But I can do like one more round of this.
It's all good, man. I'm doing game nights 3 nights in a row. It gets there.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta.
I appreciate you guys kind of holding in right now too, and I hope this is fun so far.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep, it's been fun. I've been purposefully not paying attention to things that my character's not involved in because I shouldn't know what's happening there.
That's fair. All right, so let's do another round on the table. Let's head to Leviathan's group again.
Okay.
Leviathan was stunned, so it didn't get to do anything. It is trying to get back up again and It is very mad at you, Nick.
Oh, I believe it. The question is whether or not my team is willing to give Iris tons of support to do that again.
Well, I think Unexpected Result is going to try and draw some attention his way. That way Iris has another opportunity.
Okay.
So,
draw its attention.
Hey, Game Night, are you helping out with Plan Bad Idea?
I mean, Game Night is going to help out in any way.
Hey, Game Night, get me to its face, please.
Yeah, underwater. Get us.
I mean, Iris can literally do that with her free action, so...
Fine. We'll just do, like, point at face and point at it.
Mega Team Attack! Rex, can I roll something to try and make Mega Team Attack happen?
Like, what are you trying to just throw it at?
Oh no, coordination with, like, Unexpected Results hitting Iris doing another giant blast while Game Night supports the two of them.
I'll give anyone attacking a +2 bonus.
Okay.
Game Night bumps it to 5. You each get a +5 to your attack.
All right, cool. So, all-out attack, no, all-out attack, power attack.
Cool.
Yeah, basically same sort of thing except maximal damage shifted.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice! That finally works out!
Wow.
You didn't even need the 20, technically.
That is impressive.
Okay, so add another... I assume you're going to just go for pure power on this.
Yeah.
I'm assuming 19 is not a crit on my end. I have spent all my resources.
You only had that for that one turn.
And I'm getting the game night bonus, so I still added that into my attack roll, but...
Game night is all about helping.
Game night, you're a great help.
So are you going for full power? John?
Yes. Yes.
Full power,
How
total
big a
destruction.
roll am I making?
All right. So, sorry. So it's what do how many successes do I have? Or does that? Sorry.
Well,
Does that...
you don't have any successes yet. We're
Okay.
trying to calculate the save that Leviathan has to make.
All right. So it's a affliction 18.
Oh wait. Is this a multi attack?
Huh?
Is
I
it a
mean,
multi-
no. It's one hit, which is power. Power 18, affliction 18.
Okay. Power 18. So this is a 33 I'm making. Jeez. Okay. 33.
We didn't hear over the comms that they were sentient, correct?
Yeah, we did. It went to everybody.
Everybody who can hear right now, anyway.
Yeah.
We're underwater.
Great. Okay, hold on. Adding numbers. Seriously? And it's from you, so it can't resist it. Nick, what was yours?
28. DC 29 for resistance. Iris is after Gray Zone's. Like,
Okay, thank you.
Not trying to be lethal, but like this is hard to control, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It rolled well. Thank you for rolling well, monster.
I'm gonna let it roll well.
You could stop me.
I could, but I'm gonna let it roll well.
It stated against Nick, but Sean, you somehow anime punch it on the nose so hard you just hear a crack and a fracture, and the skin just cracks all the way down the monster as it roars in pain.
Okay. Also,
You have staggered it.
what about the affliction?
I have to make that roll. That is fortitude.
Fort, yeah.
That was my palm in my face. So just in case we weren't clear on what the sound of that was. Now that's not as high. I think that's a 28 in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, so it fails by 2 degrees.
So stun.
So it's also stunned. It's not down, but it's not doing great, guys. I need to take some notes.
Okay, I guess I'll crit now.
I feel like that's what you've been wanting your character to do from the beginning.
Yes.
You just smash that monster in the face. I'm literally imagining an anime punch where you hit it so hard, there's that ripple effect going all the way down its body. It doesn't even let out a roar; it just looks surprised. I'm going to move
Thumbs
on
up
to
Iris. Go team. Mouthing go team.
Go team.
I'm going to move on to Behemoth now. All right. Vegemite's being left alone with it, so you won't know what happens. Solar runs and drops off Fractal, then heads back, and that's his turn. All right, and let's go with Gray Zone to probably wrap this up.
Okay.
Sorry, were you guys still doing Behemoth?
Behemoth didn't
We were
really
doing
get a
Leviathan.
turn because of just not being here and Justin delivering Fractal.
Yeah, it's
That's
basically
bad.
whatever Vegemite and the pony are doing.
I mean, Princess Sparkle Bottom is crucial to this fight, guys.
Actually, what is Vegemite doing, Rex?
You can't see through your summons, right? You can't. I don't. You have a mental link, right?
Vegemite might be able to. Hold on.
Boo.
you.
Boo. Boo.
Yeah, mental link.
Oh well, then the plant guy made all the trees jump up, and they're all fighting now. They're punching it so hard. I can feel it from here.
Oh, I pooped another rainbow.
Excellent. Keep living your best life.
I will.
Amazing. A
No one-
plus.
No one's paid my Venmo yet.
Oh.
I'm not going to. I want him to continue doing this.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to Gray Zone before we cut for the night.
Okay. I will again direct our bird friend. Say they should be able to take it. Actually, and then I'll switch back in English and radio down to the zoo. Hi, we got a big bird coming. If we can get a roost ready, don't panic. And then I will try
Gray
and.
Zone, how big are we talking?
You can see it from where you are.
We don't have it. What? Oh, wait, is that shadow in the sky? We don't have anything. How big is this?
It will be your best attraction yet.
We don't. It'll crush the zoo.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, geez. You don't have time to talk to them anymore.
Excellent. And then I try and disarm.
Okay. Make it start with an attack roll.
Yep. You know what? Because it's based off of strength. Then I will use a more even punch. 19.
That'll that'll definitely hit him.
Okay. And so I am unclear exactly how this works. The specific wording on disarm says its difficulty is based on my strength, but that would technically be breaking the effect attack roll thing because I'm using a fighting style.
No, not necessarily. What?
All right, 28 then.
Yeah, no, because it's not going to be 28 though. It doesn't. Remember, if it's not damage, it only adds a 10. This isn't actually a damage effect.
Oh, sorry, and I should have had a -2 on that attack, so 17, because that is what disarm attempts get.
I'm just thinking if that will hit him. $17, you said?
Yes.
That's actually gonna miss.
Okay. So fire up my jetpack and try and shoot out my springy arms to kind of clap his gun between my hands, but I telegraph like a mile away, and he just kind of
he sees you
slightly.
He sees you coming. He actually dodges it, puts the gun away, and reaches out and grabs your arm and like snarls at you. He's like, "Bad move, Sheila. I already told you what was going to happen. Sure you want to do this?"
When?
What?
Out of game. When did he tell me what was going to happen?
Oh, he's referring to before when he's like, if you guys get in our way.
Oh.
Oh, you might have actually not been there. That might have been your like in and out time.
Ah.
Iris was basically like kind of shit talking him, and he's kind of like implied threats at you guys. If you guys like wanted to fight, he was willing.
They have the tech to let us talk to it. It'll make it'll make everybody's job easier.
Sheila, I don't need to talk to this. I need to take it in. I prefer to do it alive if I could. It's a better specimen in that situation. But I'll do what I have to do, and you ain't going to stand in my way.
Well, I'm trying to help, but it seems we're at an impasse.
Not really. It's a very simple thing you could do here. You help me do the job, take these creatures in, deliver them to Mutant X, get the payday, go on our merry ways. Or you let your bleeding heart seep in here, and I gotta lay you out. And the same thing will happen. So you choose.
Is he still grabbing onto me?
He basically has dramatically has like your arm in one hand. He
Okay.
hasn't done his action yet. This is just for drama's sake.
Again, for drama's sake, I don't know what this I don't know if this will work. Well, animals in the wild, we work on instinct. This is kind of a fight or flight response. And you know what? And I will grab his arm as well, kind of mutually grabbing wrists or whatever, and then I will flick off my jetpack and hope that multiple tons are more than his one jetpack can take. Kangaroos don't fly, mate.
Go, Grayson!
Wow.
Oh, bugger me!
And I'm trying to drag him down with me. He
He's
grabbed
fine.
me.
He's just like, fine. You're gonna do this? Ripper then. I'm gonna tear that dumb kangaroo face off of your head.
Ouch, that's cold.
And he just tosses the gun aside, and he's just gonna go for like a punch right now.
Oh, this will be fun.
Oh boy.
All out attack.
I
power
did
attack.
consider. I didn't want to kill him, but I did consider trying to disarm his jetpack.
All out attack, power attack.
Yep, there we go. He's got to hit me still.
He misses.
Yep.
Go, Grayson!
I can't roll tonight.
I think it's just that this move was just so cool it has to work.
But he does he basically just lunges forward and tries to hit you. And you guys are now tumbling down through the air with a jetpack barely working as you fall fighting each other.
I got spring legs. We're gonna be fine.
I think we're gonna leave. I think we're gonna cut the session there if everyone is cool with that.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Nick, real quick, Leviathan group, Shrimp is gonna Shrimp and Dingo are gonna show up this turn.
We don't know problems have happened yet.
How are they go? Regardless, they are arriving.
Okay.
So out of character, I'm a little confused as to why you guys attacked.
Why what?
No, why Nick and Sean attacked.
What?
I have
Big monster.
And it was solely focusing on Nick, and I knew the illustrious Iris. I knew, and I was not going to risk the illustrious Iris.
Yeah, it's 100%. Even if it's supposedly sentient, I pissed it the fuck off. And it's still a giant kaiju, and I trust Grayzone to a reasonable extent, but I don't trust it.
Wex,
Besides,
just
I have a terrible plan.
what's the plan? You're not going to share it, are you?
You'll see it next week.
Okay, so
Also, I'm doing what this transport was supposed to do. I'm bringing the giant animal to the zoo, damn it.
You're entirely correct.
Wex, my plan for next week.
while I do this, Nick, could you post a scheduling thing because you know how to do the symbol things, and I'm dumb. So basically, is everyone just available Tuesday and Wednesday? Let's just decide now.
No.
Is this next week or 2 weeks from now?
Next week.
I am free Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm also free Tuesday.
I would really like to try Tuesday.
You can be free on Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll work. Also, I do love how Grayzone has intuited the send the animals to the zoo thing, even though I didn't mention that to anyone, so Geist and I are the only ones who actually know that.
Oh no, it's legit.
Oh no, it's great that it's actually a legit reaction.
Well, they gave me a place to live and kept me out of the limelight for a while. They must be responsible enough to do it for a bunch of giant aliens.
Clearly.
I don't know how economies of scale work. Shut up. I'm a kangaroo, guys.
It's fair.
That's true.
You're the best kangaroo.
I don't
All right,
fly.
I'm tapping up some questions.
You've also generated probably the single most comic booky moment so far.
Yeah, that is also true.
No,
I've
I
had
do
that
not
change
have
before.
next Thursday, so someone else has to make that emote happen.
I don't either.
I think I have those days. I will edit this if I realize I don't, but I am currently inebriated, so I do not know.
No, great.
I did find this. This flashed through my head a few minutes ago when I was prepping for my turn. I think I saw this a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I've seen that. Feel great.
Nice.
We don't fly.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright, that's probably a good place to stop the recording.
No, wait, we gotta wait for the
Oh,
question.
definitely.
You have to do a
Oh,
question.
that's
I'm
right.
trying to think of a third question.
Where are the questions getting posted?
Oh yeah, the questions for game.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need 3 questions.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really learn a lot other
Though.
than what we already knew, really.
But it's fun though.
That one I like to ask every time. Okay, here are your questions. What did you or your character learn this game? What do you intend to do with the monsters, and what do you think the fallout from your act will? What do you think the fallout will be from your actions? And who do you think deserves a hero point for their actions today?
All right.
Let's go in alphabetical order today because I like to mix things up. No, I do that sometimes. I don't know. I'll just roll dice. There's 6 of you. Okay, starting with Izzy.
Game night learned absolutely nothing. What did I personally learn? People don't want my summons everywhere. They want to be as far away from them as possible, unless they are directly aiding them. What do you intend to do with the monsters, and what do you think the will be from your actions? This is a 2. Now, you know what? I think I kind of want what Game Night wants. Once Game Night finds out if they are, we're totally going to open up a new exhibit in the zoo. Like, totally 100% best thing to do. Who do you think deserves a hero point for their actions today? I'm torn because Nick did the whole self-sacrifice thing, but at the same time, Wash did pull the epic kangaroos don't fly and then dropped like a big metal rock. So half a hero point to each of you.
Okay. All right. Based on my rolls, Dan is next.
All right. Well, as I do, Hex Machina actually learned quite a bit about what these monsters are and why they are here. We also learned that Jurassic Park aren't the only ones that can fuck up animal containment. Let's see. And we all definitely learned that kangaroos don't fly.
It is true.
Let's see. As far as the hero point, I think I'm going to go with Iris for the hero point.
All right.
And then,
Okay.
I guess I forgot to answer question number 2. As far as what to do with the monsters, I think the best thing is probably to get them back in the ship and send them on their way. Do I think that's going to be successful? Hell no. I think at best we're probably going to have made enemies of the Outbackers because of Gray Zone's actions. Not to mention the fact that we are directing the bird towards the zoo. That's probably going to end badly for everyone. But hey, maybe we can at least get Behemoth in the ship or something.
I already have a plan.
I'm sure
All right.
you do.
Thank you, Dan.
It's okay. Ziz is always the least threatening.
For sure.
Gray Zone. You're up.
I learned what a deep and abiding love for a national icon, Steve Irwin, I have. And I forget if it's Bebop or Rocksteady, is a dick.
It's Bebop.
Yeah.
No, he had an interesting offer, but my weird moral code determines that he's kind of being an asshole right now, and I wasn't sure which way these guys were going to go.
Yeah, by the way, get a hero point regardless, just for the good role playing.
Thank you.
Because I did
Good, 'cause I was
very
powerful.
much target you with this group.
I noticed. No, I was enjoying that. I was wondering which direction you were going to go with it. I intend to bring the monsters back to the zoo. They took care of me. Obviously, they have the means and will to do it for all 3 of these. There's no problems here. This isn't a huge imposition. It's just something that they've done before and can obviously do again.
A+. Great choice.
Of course. Iris was incredibly self-sacrificing and also played the character.
Okay. Let's see who's next. Ziggy.
Okay. Let's see. What I learned this game. Yeah, the fact that these things are sentient are a lot more complicated. To be honest, what happens to the monster? If ideally the monsters are safe, I'm more worried about the ship because I don't want that tech going anywhere in the hands of anybody involved with this process. So that's kind of what I'm a little more.
I'm glad somebody
about.
noticed that.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't want guys. Yeah. So Geist is definitely more the ship than the monsters at this point. Though in terms of who deserves an action point, yeah, definitely the Gray Zone for the can't fly line. Because yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ziggy.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I can speak alien, apparently.
Apparently.
You speak animal. It goes across like those.
I know, but until it's explained to me otherwise. I may have, and I don't know exactly where my powers came from, so this will be fun.
Listen, I've read some Animal Man. It can get real wonky real quick.
Oh,
Good.
No, don't.
You
even
wouldn't
make
want the
fun
person
of
with. You wouldn't want the person with stretchy limbs to get bent out of shape.
Oh!
Yeah,
You just lost your hero point.
Perfect.
Grant
No,
Morrison.
thank you for
I
the
know,
second
this is deserving of another one.
Side note, defending a character, like legit Animal Man comics are really awesome. Like Animal Man is actually a super cool character who, as I said, some of the most interesting comic books ever published. I'll talk about it later. Anyways, Nick, you're up.
All right, so I actually wrote these up so I can post them in the chat. But answer number 1, god damn it, things are even more fucked legally than I thought they were, and I already knew they were pretty goddamn fucked. Number 2, once Iris stops worrying about potentially dying or her team dying, Get Grey Zone here to try and talk the monster down. That's going to be hard, considering everything going on. She doesn't know if they speak English, assumes they don't speak English, so that's the only way to communicate with them.
They might speak Australian.
You're right, that's not actually English. Fallout, in all honesty, Iris was going into this assuming she was going to be pissing off a large number of people anyway. So shrug. And yeah, Grey Zone absolutely gets the hero point for taking the moral and heroic route of actually talking to our enemies and seeing what they want and if they can be reasoned with, because Grey Zone was the only one who could do it. So she gets the point.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that leaves us with Sean.
All right. Well, so okay. So for what my character, what I learned, well, more of a got confirmed that the Outbackers were assholes, and they're probably going to be our enemies.
Well, now they will.
Barely caught the sentient part, but what I plan to do with them should be clear from the questions I sent you in the private chats.
I need to read those. That's probably not going to work. I'm just going to tell you.
I know. Still going to try.
You don't have the power set to do that, even with your luck. No.
I'm aware. And as for deserves a hero point, well, I was originally going to give it to Grey Zone because you already gave one to Iris, but you gave it to both of them, so I don't know anymore.
Well, so you were unsure?
Yes.
All right. Based on that, they both received an equal amount of votes, so they both get a hero point.
Yay!
So both Iris and Grey Zone get a hero point. Okay,
Cool.
we shall conclude this adventure next session, which at this point is looking to be Tuesday. Yeah, since 6 out of 6 pick Tuesday. Tuesday is the day we're going to do this.
Mm.
So I will just announce that for Justin real quick.
I have a hero point again. I spent literally 5 this session. Hero points was great. More people should use them.
I don't have any.
Yeah, I've gotten one extra because I don't do flashy things.
As I said, I spent literally 5 this session for causing problems and doing things that cause complications.
Yeah, if you guys can
I've had
justify...
so many years of flashy ideas stored up from being a fucking GM all.
Like I said, if you guys can justify your complications, I'll just hand them to you. You can bring them up too. Nick's gotten a couple just because he's said, do these fit my complications? And I'm like, yeah, that works.
Yeah, sometimes Wex says no. Sometimes Wex says yes, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go ham on this.
Wrong situation for my complications.
It is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I should have gotten a lot from the freaking episode, but whatever.
But that was a mini-sode.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, again, and as I said, I'm doing I really am trying to kind of cycle through you guys in terms of focus. This one was a bit more of Wash's adventure.
That's fair.
It's all good.
I kind of like to treat superhero games like I'm watching a season of a show.
Mm.
And in a season of a show, you often get focus episodes, and then sometimes you get a big group one where you just deal with a big common thread.
Sounds good.
It was really hard to try and not grab camera because my character wants to grab camera at all times.
That's true, but you couldn't really grab camera from the moment I wanted to give Wash.
Oh no! And there's a reason why I was Wash is having this part, I'm not going there.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. All right, that is going to be game for the night then.
All right.
We will do again a impromptu game Tuesday, kind of wrap this up because I was hoping to do it today. And then we'll do our normal session, not next week, but the week after.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right?
Is it good?
All right.
Woot woot.
All right, I'm going to finish watching this video with a snack and then go to bed.
All right.
Night, all.
Good night, everybody.